What's good, Sneaker Tribe? Your boy DreJunglez, and we are here, bruh. When I mean we here, we here. Hold on, I got a couple things I gotta make sure my branding is good. That's there. That's there. Okay. Before we start this motherfucking topic, I got a disclaimer, man.
Welcome to my daddy's show.
Appreciate that, Junior.
Nigga, slow your ass down. This is my motherfucking show. You came in all hot. Underlay. You talking about my shoes. Salute, man.
You know what I mean? That's my disclaimer. Let's go. Let's get this started. Let this chat warm up real quick. You know what I mean? Let this chat warm up real quick. Be on my Jersey shit. Be on my Jersey shit. See, y'all don't know. We be in that motherfucking club.
Ladies, can you back it up, 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 you back it up,
Back it up.
back it up, back it, can you
smack that shit?
back it up, back it, back it up, back it up, you back it up.
It's that Jersey shit right here, man. What y'all know about that, man? Hey. Y'all know what it is. Ooh. We letting the chat warm up. We got a lot to talk about. The link is in the description. You know what I mean?
Ladies, can you
Ooh.
back it up?
Hey. Auntie D2. Wow. Oh, shit. Here we go. It's my shit right here, man. Say you wildin'? Hey, man, look. You come to Jersey, this the shit, bro. We back. You feel me?
Welcome to my daddy's show.
Thank you, Junior, for the assist. Now, y'all see the title. Y'all see the description. The link is in the chat. The link is in the description as well. All right? Now, I made a post today, and I got so much backlash from it. So much backlash, right? It's because where I'm from, Jersey, that's 20 minutes, 30 minutes from motherfucking New York, maybe about an hour from Philly. That area, that tri-state area, Jersey, Jersey, PA, New York, right? And I have a big following outside of YouTube. You feel me? Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, yada yada yada. So a lot of people respect your boy, and a lot of people respect the opinions of things that I say or I have, whatever the case may be, right? They trust me. So when I pull out the topic, because these are people that don't be on YouTube, they don't do that YouTube shit. That's the reason why I connect this, you know what I'm saying, the YouTube with the Facebook, with the Twitter and stuff. I try to connect it all together in one podcast, because a lot of people, they're not hooked on YouTube. They may go on there to look and see different stuff, type in how to fix this, DIY that, yada, 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 how to cook this, how to cook that. But far as like a sneaker tube, a shoe tube, they don't know about this shit. You know what I'm saying? So when you say something about UA, fake, buying fake, steering them to an open mind, the motherfuckers looked at me like, the fuck is you talking about, bruh? We don't do no fakes over here, Jungles. This is what you doing, Jungles? You talking about fakes now? You talking about UAs? You know, half the people like, what's a UA? They don't even know what a UA is. You know what I'm saying? Which is crazy. But you got a lot of motherfuckers that's really not sneaker collectors. You feel me? They just either want the hottest fucking shoe out. They just have a lot of fucking shoes because over a time that shit accumulates and they probably keep their shit cool. But they don't understand the breakdown of a UA, a fake, or, the retail pair. And they're willing to pay resale, right? Now, I was thinking to myself, I watched a few lives and I was just like, the topics is good. This topic is really, really good. And I watched a few lives. And I was one of those people that was like, man, fuck out of here, yo. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I've been rocking the fake shit since I was a kid. Like, once I was old enough to get that real shit in my hand, I'm like, yo, you know what I'm saying? Remember when, what's that movie, Charlie and the Chocolate Factory, Willy Wonka, that shit? Remember when that motherfucker got that fucking ticket and he brought it home and these motherfuckers was looking at that shit? Oh, wow. And motherfuckers was willing to buy that shit from him, right? They was willing to pay whatever the fuck price that man had that ticket, you know what I'm saying? And that motherfucker looked at them and said, yo, this is a once in a lifetime experience, bro. Fuck out of here. Fuck you and your resale offers, right? And I was just sitting there, motherfuckers. Nah, the motherfucker really had the ticket and shit. Shout outs to Cooch. So I was saying to myself, like, I was the one breaking the barrier. Then I was saying, all right, like, I hear all sides of it. And if I do cross over to a UA or if I do make a UA purchase, it'll be for something ignorant. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not going across the water for no GR. You know what I'm saying? It will have to be like some Air Mags, some Red Octobers, maybe some Turtle Doves. You know what I'm saying? Just anything that's worth over like anywhere between that I might even pay $1,000 for resale depending on the shoe. So for me, but anything like 1,500, 2,000 and plus, you know what I'm saying? I would get ignorant with the UAs, you know what I'm saying? But I would get something that's so fucking ignorant that you can't even be mad at me that they're unauthentic, authorized, you know what I'm saying? But something stirred me wrong, right? Something stirred me wrong this morning. I went to sleep early last night. Went to sleep to watching my boy Zaya. Shout outs to Big Bro. Woke up watching Zaya because he went live again. So I missed Skinny shit. I had to go back and watch Skinny shit. Then, I'm going back and forth through Zaya shit and through Skinny shit at the same time. And, motherfuckers was pulling me in, right? With the UA talk a little bit. Then somebody fucked it up on Zaya's panel, right? Somebody was up there. I don't want to say no names, but I was listening because I'm the type of motherfucker that listen to all sides, and I was listening, right? And a motherfucker said, yeah, man, I got my motherfucking Carmines, and guess what? They ain't had no pink soles. Then another person was like, it might have been Zaya Live, but it might have been Tony Live, but another person's like, yeah, man, I got my cool grade 3s, you know what I'm saying, from across the water and shit like that. And immediately, I went to pick up my phone to check the resale on that shit. I'm like, yo, resale for cool grades only like $245, $250. Resale on Carmine's been dropping by the minute. They like $260, $270. That's not the point of the UA movement, right? Right? Because like the UA movement was told, hey, fuck these resellers. They buying up all the fucking shoes and then hitting you over the head $400, $500, right? So you telling yourself, fuck that shit. I'm tired of Nike making the shoe so limited. Every fucking week there's a different fucking excuse, right? Fucking shit falling all over in the water, late shipment. We not getting this many pairs, 7 pairs. One store has 7 fucking pairs, bro. What was the point of even getting that shit if you only was gonna have 7 pairs? You know what I'm saying? So I thought the UA movement was that for people who can't afford to pay that obnoxious resale price, right? But when the person mentioned that they brought Carmines over there in cool grade 3s and them shit's not even going for that much on the resale market, I was saying to myself, these are the people that's fucking the game up, right? shout outs to Marciano, right? Marciano started the union, right? And the union was supposed to be a cause to help people that's saying, like I said, fuck Nike and they bullshit, fuck Adidas and they bullshit. I'm not paying over retail. Marciano gets the premium, he gets the premium UAs, which is like a different level, you know what I'm saying? Same material, stitching is pretty good. Most of it can pass the black light, for sure. And he said something important to me that stuck to me, so I was rocking with him, you know what I'm saying? That's still my boy, I'm still rocking with him. You know what I'm saying? But I jumped into one of his lives one time, and he was saying something about how it's fucked up that kids can't even get a shoe, right? Think about it. Kids are in high school. They're wearing anywhere between that 7 to 14 range. You know, you got some athletes in school, right? And I'm gonna get to the chat. So he's mentioned that it's fucked up for kids that they can't even get a shoe. You feel me? Nike is releasing sneakers throughout the week. So like it's hard for a kid that's inside school to get a fucking shoe. You know what I'm saying? What if someone's trying to step outside of class to try to go on the sneakers app real quick? You know what I'm saying? Parents already got their card loaded up to their shit. All they got to do, face, thumb, whatever, right? But they can't get a shoe because of the back door and this and that, right? I'm thinking, he said, these are for the kids, you know what I'm saying, that got picked on or getting picked on or just who parents just really can't afford that shit. You know what I'm saying? They want to have all the hype shit. They want to keep, stay with the Joneses, but they can't even obtain a fucking shoe. So when he said that, I'm like, damn, yo, that shit hit me. Cause like, I remember like you know what I'm saying? Don't get me wrong. Like my grandmother always brought me Air Forces and shit like that. But like, you know what I'm saying? When the J's drop consecutively, like week after week and shit like that, or, twice a month, you know what I mean? We still wasn't getting it. You know what I mean? Shit had to be due. Light bill, gas bill, you know what I'm saying? I had a big family. So when I got my first job, making $5.15 an hour at McDonald's, and I got that first check. I think you can work 16 hours. I got my first check. My first check was like $70, right? And that still wasn't enough to buy a pair of Jordans. So like I said, I'll buy a pair of throwaway Forces for like what, $35, $40. You know what I mean? Come out of that bitch with a white tee, pair of Mavis, something like that. You know what I'm saying? And when he said that, it touched back like, damn, the fake shoes, 15, 16 years, how old is my daughter? 14. So 14 years ago, I was a senior in high school, but we're talking like 9th, 10th, 11th grade. So let's say 15, 16, 17 years ago, right? The quality wasn't as good then as they are now, right? So I'm saying to myself, like, damn, that makes a lot of sense. Me as a father, my daughter wear my size. My daughter is a 14. She's 14 years old, but she wear a 9.5, 11.5 in men, 11 in women, right? And I'm saying to myself, if I really wanted to get my daughter a shoe, it'll be hard because it's hard to fucking obtain my shit. You know what I'm saying? And I'm not paying retail on both. Junior shit, he easy to get. Toddlers and all that shit, they easy to get. You know what I'm saying? Them shits be sitting. Sometimes, what's that, preschool? Sometimes preschool still be available, right? So he said that, it drew me in, and I was like, damn, yo, he got a good point. You know what I'm saying? But then, I was thinking to myself, that's kind of like feeding the beast, right? And then Damn D dropped the video, and he was hitting all the initial thoughts that I was thinking before, I jumped in on Marciano's live. There's a lot that can go wrong with UAs. You know what I'm saying? There's a lot that can go wrong, right? Troll McGinnon, shout outs to Troll, shout outs to MK, shout outs to Marcy. A lot of people that support the UAs, right? They have genuine fucking hearts. You know what I'm saying? Genuine fucking hearts for people pockets, right? But they sometimes talk from their perspective and well, I feel like they don't look at it for the world's perspective, right? Because the more you keep telling people how fine this quality is, the more you keep telling people it'll pass the black light, the more you keep telling people that shit, GRs or retails be fucking up too. They be having, you know, mismatches and, you know, paint spills and glue nasties and all that other stuff, right? The more they preach that, right, it's drawing the person who can't afford this shit, is drawing them in, right? But you know what it's also drawing in? Motherfuckers who trying to make money. Motherfuckers who trying to make money, right? How many people you know sold shoes before there ever was a fucking hype beast? Before there ever was a Travis Scott throwing the shoes on, or a collab with Union of Fragments, or whatever the case may be, right? How many motherfuckers was selling shoes? Not a lot. Not a lot. And the ones that were selling shoes, they was doing what you call a slow flip, right? If anybody got FanDuel, you'll know sometimes you make that long ass shoot for the stars ticket, right? But you also make that slow but steady ticket, you know, play for 200 to win back 150. You know what I'm saying? I'm an average motherfucker, like, why would you spend 200 just to make 150? Because you get that 200 back plus that 150. That's what you call a slow flip. So a lot of the old school resellers was doing a slow flip, right? Let's say, for instance, if a Jordan was costing 150, 160, they would charge you $50 over box price, right? $75 over box price, right? If the shoe is basically sold out, you ain't getting it no more. They call that a slow flip. The more they sell, the more that adds up, right? But when the hype came, they started going crazy. And I'm going to tell you why. When StockX came out and when GOAT came out and they put something on, you know what I'm saying? That started giving people a market. Shout outs to Tony D2 Wild in the motherfucking building, baby. What's going on?
Chilling, man. I finally I told you I was gonna make it through, man.
You did say you was like a Houdini. You just pop up anytime you fucking want.
So I'm listening. I remember Dre when we had these talks, because we've been having these talks on, you know, on my channel for a couple different like, is it my fault? Is it their fault? Is it the reseller's fault? Is it Nike's fault? You know, we did, and you've been on pretty much every single. You've been following the story from my side, so you see mine, and we had some. You agree with a lot of things, but you had some slight like other perspectives, but it seems like right now you get fully where I was coming from.
Yeah. Now
right?
Understanding what you was talking about, you know what I'm saying? Because it's like I was saying to myself, like, what if I brought a shoe off of GOAT or StockX and then it comes out that it's not real, but it passed their test, you know what I'm saying? And that's all because of people finding out that the quality is so fucking good that they gonna try to test that motherfucker through StockX, test that motherfucker through GOAT. And 9 times out of 10, sometimes it make it, sometimes it don't, but a lot of people been saying it's making it. And
think of it this way. We're scammers, me and you. We're scamming niggas. We want to make some money. And we get shoes. Who are we going to watch and see if we're getting the best quality? What video are we going? We're looking at a Troll Mageddon video. We're looking at
MK, we're looking at Troll.
Their intentions is not to do that, but that's where you have to be. You have to be able to think like, okay, I got to make sure what I'm saying. I got to make sure that I'm like not even being held accountable, but like we just got to be aware of the messages you put out,
right?
Because you got good people, you got bad people,
right?
And at the end of the day, is if I'm hearing Troll say this shoe is awesome, if I hear MK saying this shoe awesome, I'm looking at you. We in the motherfucking money.
We're in the building,
you know. And I asked MK yesterday, like MK, all those off-white ones real? And he said they was real. You know what I'm saying? Like to him, to his opinion, he said the quality of everything's the same. So it's like, if you were in to say that, why not then sell it on StockX?
Facts.
You could say it's because it's morally wrong, but how is it morally wrong if you feel like the shoe's real?
Facts. And that was the point I was getting at, because Damn D made some valuable points, and you made a lot of valuable points yesterday. And what fucked me up, Tone, was that like I said, I was watching Zaya's live, and someone said something about they brought some Carmines and some cool grade 3s from across the water. And, you know, I went to go look at the price real quick, and I'm like, yo, that bitch is only about one, you know, 230, 240, 250.
Yeah.
So now it's telling me, like, all right, I get what Troll and MK is getting to, but now you got a motherfucker saying, all right, there's 2 shoes on the table. One is $200. That's the real pair. The other one is a UA that's $170. You're telling me you're going to go for the 170 just because it's cheaper. Now you're fucking the game up, because that wasn't the purpose of the UA movement, right? That was supposed to be for somebody saying, fuck out of here. I'm not paying resale, or I'm not paying a crazy ass resale.
Yeah.
I'm thinking of it as, if Off-White 4 is $250 on the UA market, that's the same price as a cool grade 3 that's on a resale market. So now you're basically saying, you know, fuck it all together. I'm just going to keep ordering whatever fucking shoe. And don't get me wrong, people, this it's your money. You could do whatever the fuck you want to, but you're also being lazy, not putting the work in. Because a lot of motherfuckers used to stand in line. They used to go to this store, that store, talking, networking, da-da-da. They got a high off of chasing that shoe from time to time. You know what I'm saying? But just saying, fuck it, I'm going across the water for a fucking Vote Gold that's still sitting at $212, you know what I'm saying, on GOAT, you're only $30, $40 away from a retail price. So now you're not, now your problem not even retail at this point. You know what I'm saying? Your problem is just the simple fact that you just want to pay a cheaper fucking price. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got you, Tom. Now at this point, you know what I'm saying, you saying that you just want to pay fucking, you don't want to pay retail. Now you're being cheap. You're being cheap at this point. And if you got to do that, if you got to go across the water for a GR release that's sitting at $230 over retail, then this might not be the game for you, right? Because as a sneaker collector, you know what you're getting yourself into when you're joining this game. If you're saying, hey, I'm a fucking collector, right? You know what you're getting yourself into. You know that you're going to have to pay some type of resale or some type of, you know, retail price. Now, what does that mean when everybody starts saying fuck retail, fuck resale? Now, are we going to start getting Air Maxes from across the water? Are we going to start getting, you know, Adidas, shell toes, top 10s from across the water? Someone said, oh, fuck the resellers, fuck this, fuck that. But you don't even understand that this world is built off of reselling, right? Tone said yesterday, oh, water's not free. Technically, it is. Technically, water is free, but a motherfucker decide to scoop all that shit up, put it in a bottle, throw their label on it, and sell it to you, right? Wood supposed to be free. You could chop down a tree right now. That's free wood, right? But somebody is planting trees, chopping them down, wholesaling it to Home Depot. Now, when you need to build something, you got to buy wood, right? Life is based upon reselling. If there was no value in nothing, then we wouldn't even be talking about shit.
All
you
right.
know what I mean? How do you feel about that, Tone? Do you really think that it's all good?
Hey,
Do you really think that motherfuckers is gonna start fucking the game up to the point where they buying the shell toes and Air Maxes and all that shit from across the water now? Because if you being that lazy that you don't even want to put a work in for the GR raffles, tickets, you know, first come, first serve, then you willing to just buy anything from across the water, right?
I mean, yeah, I mean, that's what I had mentioned on that live. Like when I first came in, I was getting that stuff across the water back in the day because I couldn't afford it. I couldn't,
Right.
but like you said earlier, like a few minutes ago, like if it was on some like the US was like $50 and then the retail was like $190 and it was the same quality, the quality we're getting now, I can understand that. But if you trying to save $20, you know what I'm saying? $30, I don't see the point of that. Like, bro,
You shouldn't be in the game, right? At the end of the day, you should buy another shoe or collect something else because
yeah,
it's part of the game.
And Dre, I'm not trying to take, but no limits in the chat. No limit. Look, man, when I mentioned you the first time, I mentioned you on your side about how Marciano did whatever he did, right? I mentioned that like on your side. Then people came and said that it wasn't the right shoe and that you didn't give out the right information. So I heard that and took it, and people even said that you was trolling. I'm like, what the fuck? Like, even when I tried to have your back, he was trolling, and it made me look stupid. You didn't come on my panel or any other panel to address it yet. You want to talk about it in the chat, and you can come on there. You could have came and cleared your name on my panel or on anybody else's chat. Instead, you want to talk in the chat like this. Bruh, you want to clear shit. Don't have nobody else explain it for you. Talking about, yo, man, explain it to Tony for me, bro. You take a link and explain it.
The link is right there in the
Not
description.
you. It's your shit, bro. Like, nobody got to explain it for you. I was on your side, and I found out that you was trolling or you was doing some weird. I don't know what the fuck. The stories is all mixed and matched and mixed up. Either Marciano was making money when he said he wasn't, or he was. As far as what I'm saying, is that I'm hearing the majority of people say that he ain't making money. He wasn't making money, and that you was like trying to stir the pot or start some shit, and that you even apologized to him about it. So I don't know. At the end of the day, you can come and address it. Nobody else has to come and explain it for me. Skinny done explained it for me. Zaya done explained it. All on lives is there. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So
facts. And I would say attest to this. No limit. I mean, you should have just hit him back. You know what I'm saying? Just be like, 250 for an off-white for UA. I'm not really feeling that, Marciano. Can you do better with the price or something like that? You know what I mean? From my perspective, because
do you know the story, Dre? Do you know the story?
Yeah, I know the story. He asked for an off-white for Marciano, gave him the price of 250, and instead of him like even writing him back and stuff like that, he just went straight to went straight to Skinny.
That looks like someone that's just trying to start some shit. Like in my eyes, like
right. Because I hit Marciano up. I hit him up for some motherfucking Red Octobers. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He said 290, right? He said 290, and I thought about it like 290. I'd rather take that 290, slap something on there, and get something else. I'm like, Marciano, I'll keep in touch with you. You know what I'm saying? I'll let you at that.
No, literally, the reason why I go off what other people say is because you won't come in and go off on your own stuff. You won't come on and explain it from your side, but people will come on and explain it how you wrong. How does that make sense, bro?
Take the link.
You said how you going off on other people's stuff, but you won't even come on and explain it from your perspective on your side. Did you even explain it to Skinny on the live, or you just text Skinny? That's what I'm trying to say. Like, I'll take it from your side if you come up and address it and speak to me. Disney and Kicks came onto my live and explained how you did what you did. Like, he explained it from his side, but you can't come on and take a link on anybody's channel and explain it from your side. It has to be written in text. Come on, bro. That's all I'm saying. Like I don't have a problem apologizing if I'm wrong, but the thing is you're not coming to defend yourself, and nobody's really defending you. Nobody has said, Tony, nah, man, but this and that. From my perspective, it looked like you was just trying to start some shit. That's how it looked. That's all I'm saying. That's just how it looks, bro.
And
if you come here and explain it from your perspective, maybe I'd be like, oh, I don't have a problem saying my bad, then No Limit. I didn't know that. I don't have a problem apologizing, but you can't keep saying I'm out of pocket when you don't even want to come and address yourself or address the situation. I don't know nothing. I don't know what's going on. I heard that Marciano said one thing, and then it was a trophy room, then it was an off-white 4, and then it was some other shit, and then apparently it was No Limit was just doing it to give a story to Skinny. So it's like, at the end of the day, it seemed like both of them was in the wrong. Marciano capped about one thing, and then No Limit was just going to start some shit. That's that's what people are saying.
And see, and that's the thing. People think that when Marciano is selling a shoe to them, that Marciano is not going to make out no money. You like, at the end of the day, y'all got to use your common sense at the end of the day. Like, there's not going to be nobody in the world that's going to be that fucking nice that just be pushing out fucking orders for free. Because at the end of the day, he could take a big ass loss by just doing shit for the strength. You know what I'm saying? Like, he could take a big ass loss through shipping. He could take a big ass loss from anything. Like, you can give Marciano your money. He could send it off to China. China can be like, fuck you, Marciano. Now he got to be the one to get that shit back to you, or his name is destroyed. You know what I'm saying? In the streets, in the YouTube world, whatever the case may be. But No Limit, you cool as hell. Don't get me wrong. You cool as hell. You be in the chat. You be adding to the content. You know what I'm saying? Everything. It's just that how you went about that was a little bit, you know what I mean? It was
That's
a little
just my,
bit
that was just,
shady.
I was just heated because he always is trolling me, and it's a joke, and it's cool. And when I went live the other day, I was on his side saying, like, I'm hearing Marciano doing some fuck shit, you know, blah, 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 blah. And then they telling me, nah, that's just No Limit doing this and this and this. And I'm like, what? I'm like, man, this nigga, I mean, I'm done taking anything from No Limit and even acknowledging him no more because he be always capping. Like, everything's a joke. And sometimes some shit's real. Like, sometimes we trying to get to the bottom of shit and stirring the pot or throwing things in this to start. Like, sometimes, like, we got to be just serious about it. And then I heard he was apologizing to Marciano. Like, why apologize if you ain't in the wrong? Like, I'm just hearing everything. And at the end of the day, I can't get it. I can't get it from the man No Limit. He won't come and explain it. I'm getting it from everybody else. So what you want me to, like, you want me to, at the end of the day, everybody who's telling me stuff is not telling me in your favor, but you want to address it yourself so I can hear it in your favor. So, like, what the fuck do you expect me to think? Like, what do you expect me to think? If you not coming and address it yourself or clear your name or anything, like,
facts. And a lot of things, No Limit, a lot of things can get miscrewed through texts and chats and stuff like that, because we can only go off our own emotion or of how you're presenting something. So if I'm reading some shit, I'm trying to read it like in a voice. If I ever heard your voice before, I'll try to read it in your voice, or, you know what I'm saying, the case may be. But he said he's trying to take the link, but it keeps giving him the option to put his Facebook name. You don't have to go through Facebook. You could just go ahead and click StreamYard, and I think it gives you the option to type in your Google or your actual name.
I honestly didn't come here to even talk about that. That shit's old. Like, I wanted to talk about what you were talking about. I didn't really want to change it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I ain't going to come here and change shit.
It's open discussion. So, what's going on, Greedy?
Oh, yeah, what up, y'all can hear me, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, last time my headphones was doing pop lock noises and shit, so I just wanted to make sure it wasn't stupid. I just want to say, as a person who consumes all this content and stuff, watches playbacks and stuff while working, I know that and trust me, I'm not defending Marciano or anything. I do know that Tops confronted him about that. That was that infamous live where Tops got pissed when he woke up, and then he said, "Are you not making no money from it?" And Marciano said he's not making any money from the trophy room specific release, like when he does that interactions with people.
Okay,
that was his perspective.
Okay,
and I don't know about the other stuff. I do know No Limit was asking about the off-whites for a while in the chat, and I guess he donated, and then that's where that took off at. I don't, outside of that,
Greedy, you see where I would get mad about that? Because
of course,
he's trying to push a narrative that if he said I don't make no money, then that's one thing. But you just said he's not making money on trophy room and that shoe only. So then fours then don't matter if he making money, because he never said he wasn't making money off that shoe. So why even push that story to Skinny to start something?
Exactly. That's where
when I came on the live, I was saying, when I came on the live, I was saying, and I'm hearing Marciano trying to make money off of trophy rooms, and they're like, No Limit said he trying to get this and this and this and that, and then come to find out the shoe was an off-white.
I remember you was thinking that it was a trophy room. I think you thought it was a trophy room, and then come to find out it was an off-white or whatever like that. Which, by the way, if I'm not mistaken, the off-white retail is like what, $225, $220 or some shit like that. Because I had on a size 4 a while in that shit, and it was like around that much. So if you kind of think about it, it's not really that far off from the retail, right? And if you're talking about UA with the material, with the time and everything that they're putting into this, that you're basically saying you're okay paying a retail price, right? The whole point of the UA shit was to not pay resale or get cracked in the head with resale. You know what I'm saying? So if he charged you like $30, $20 over retail price for the UA, I'm pretty sure it's probably because of shipping and the premium, and maybe he want to make like.
Well, no limit. This is the problem, bro. Moving forward, I think you should take the link and do it. Don't send it to nobody. Like, you sending it to Tops, you sending this. Come on and address it yourself, bro. You know, like you know. I mean, we all like everybody up. Like, look. Not being funny, but the fat cat Greedy is a fucking cat avatar, and he up here talking. Like, you don't have to be like. It ain't hard to come in and just talk, bro. Instead of being and sending shit putting batteries in other people's backs and shit like that. Like, you know what you were doing when you sent that over the top, or what you was trying to throw into the fire. Like, just come in and address it yourself.
Facts. You know what I'm saying? We don't like the behind the scenes narrative and stuff like that. I mean, I did hit Skinny one time telling him that I was thinking that somebody was stealing my content, but I just know that Skinny has a more wider audience of the person. And I'm gonna be honest, I don't like the person. You know what I'm saying? I donated to the person like $20. He didn't read my donut, he didn't acknowledge it or anything like that. So at the end of the day, like
when your name is that's different when your name was attached to it though. Like your name was mentioned in that, so it ain't like it was like some secretive under the table type shit. Like
facts.
You
Shout out
wanted
to
your
you,
motherfucking
Dub P.
What up, dog? We won.
What up, y'all? Can y'all hear me?
E1 pulls up. Everybody's in here. Like,
yes, sir. Oh shit, Dub P, you finally got the box.
41. Yeah.
I see you. So how y'all feel about the UAs? Like me and Tone was saying, do you support the cause because of the actual cause of not being beat over the head, by resale prices, and it's easier to obtain the shoe? Or do you think that it's somewhere down the line, it's going to fuck up the game, it's going to dry the UA market up, because if more people purchasing UAs, the more the third party is going to start charging more. China might start charging that third party a little bit more, or they might just uptick their prices because they're grabbing more material. And different collabs is starting to come out with funky wild shit, and that material ain't cheap. You know what I'm saying? Like, so
hey man, Dre, I think because if more people start going across the water and getting their shoes, I think that's gonna make Jordan Brand start producing more shoes because they losing out on money if people going across the water. So I think they're gonna start making more shoes.
Time out. How does that work though? If everything sells out, they still win. It doesn't matter if someone buys something across the water, because ultimately, when University Gold 9 sells out, like, we have problems. Like, this shit. Okay.
All right,
I'm
hold
gonna
on.
let him speak right now. Yeah.
But we got no limit on it. What's the limit? No limit.
You hear me?
You hear me?
Yeah, you hear me?
yeah.
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, look, like, this is a situation. I was trying to prove Pop's right. His situation with Marshall. He kept saying he wasn't getting charged. And he wasn't making money off it.
Can anyone hear him?
Yeah, no limit. I think your mic is picking up a lot of background noise.
I'm out right now.
All right.
I got my mask on. You can hear me?
I heard.
I think because he's on his phone.
It's like more background noise.
Yeah.
I heard what he said though. I heard.
That night, right? I sent two donations, right? To say they stream. I'm like, yo. They kept saying like he wasn't making no money off it. I'm like, you charge $260. You charge $260 for it too. But it really was $250 because I was trying to do like 1 bit. He kept saying, show me a shoe that I'll charge $260 for if it wasn't in York. I'm like, you're not all white for. So I sent it to Pop. He said the person whoever donated, send it in, send the proof in. I sent it to Pop. Pop was like, oh damn, that's crazy. He said he wasn't making money off it. He said he didn't make money off it. Ain't nobody paying $250 for no off-white clothes.
Oh, so you sent it to Top first?
So wait,
Yeah, that night when he asked for the proof, I sent it to Top.
I hear what he's saying. I hear what he's saying. So this is what he's saying. This is nothing to do with recent stuff. What he's referring to is the night that Tops and Marciano went at it. The shit that was on Tomageddon's live when they were going back and forth. Tops had said you're going to be making money off of shoes, and Marciano said I'm not making no money off none of this. This is before he even mentioned the trophy room thing. So I'm guessing what he's saying is that he tried to do the Off-White 4 back then. That was like 2-3 weeks ago, and he was charging more for the Off-White 4s back then. And that those Off-White 4s, I guess he sent that to Tops to show Tops, like, yo, Tops, I know you and Marciano just got into it, but he's already over here, he is making money off this shoe. I don't know how much his Off-Whites would cost at the end of the day. Like I said, I mentioned earlier the Off-Whites cost $155. If he was selling for $250, that's like $100 in profit. But I don't know how much he's paying for his top quality or none of that, so I can't say. But one thing I will say that is different than what everybody was saying is this has nothing to do with that trophy room or the most recent live. This was from a live that happened like 2-3 weeks ago.
Right.
The whole
And
thing is
I
that I
just
never
gotta,
knew schemes go at him. Like my whole point was to prove what Top was trying to get at. And that all set up
shout outs to
that
mother.
thing.
Hold that thought real quick, no limit. Shout outs to motherfucking Fire Kicks for the motherfucking $5 donut.
Nigga, slow your ass down. That's my motherfucker. Show. You came in all hot. Underlay. You talking about my shoes.
All right, go ahead, no limit.
And like I was saying, my whole point was to prove what Top was trying to say. They got no money. I don't care how much you charge. It's just don't make it seem like you're doing it for like off the strength, like you're not making no money off it. Like I understand you you're supposed to make money off it. But
Okay, so what was the point of going to Skinny after you had already hit up Top?
I never went to Skinny. Skinny been knew from like years ago. They got sent to the Skinny, but the whole Skinny 90 been new like 2-3 weeks ago. As soon as he tried to charge me that $250, I was like, damn, look at this. Like somebody paying no $250 for that.
Let me call Zaya real quick.
Okay, do you think?
I can't hear Nathaniel.
I'm gonna mute you
Just
for a
because-
second. No limit,
Just
because you
because
got
I
a lot
want
of
to hear like what the fuck is going on now, because this shit is weird, bro. And he's one of the motherfucking union spokesmen. So what's going on, Clizzy? He ain't gonna pick up. His ass probably watching.
Yeah,
But I'm saying though that makes sense. I understand what he's saying. But it's just like the time is all fucking confused. Yo, we on live right now, on DreJunglez shit, man. We might need you real quick for some quick explanation. Can you just come up here? It's some weird shit.
I'm kind of behind on Dre shit, but yeah, I'll jump in. Give me a second to set up.
Well, I think it's kind of
All
twofold,
right,
right?
it's about the no limit thing. No limit came on and explained some stuff, so it's like really
Hold
really
on,
weird.
man.
D-Blake.
OG D Blake.
Well, I mean,
They saying that you capping. I'm just playing, but come on, not you. Maybe you capping.
No, it's not the fact that they kept you the rise.
No, I'm just telling him that so you can hurry up. That's all.
Well, my thing is, it's kind of like a twofold thing to me. Like, is it the proven that he was like the upcharging for, to cover his, bottom line? That's like one part of it. And then the other part is like, was he going to go through and like buy the shoe? Because, part of a human interaction, I think shit gets lost in translation. Like if I'm buying tickets to a sold out Lakers game and someone's like 700, I'm like, all right. Like I immediately go into negotiation mode and try to lower you down versus like saying this guy is like a scammer. So I think it's like a human interaction thing that could get easily lost. But I think that's what like a defender of Marciano will say, well, why didn't you just start negotiating? Like, hey, bro, like 250, that's out of pocket because everything else is like 170, 190. You said you wasn't upcharging. I haven't followed you everywhere around in social media, catching you on Instagram and seeing all your stuff. Versus, I think the people that are really mad at No Limit are saying, well, after he quoted him the price, it was like radio silence, and then he took it to other channels. So I think that's kind of what's going on, like the human interaction that kind of cut off.
Why did you type to Marciano to like talk him down a little bit?
I've seen sign on Marciano page saying that he don't like the price because it's so high. So why would I try to negotiate the price of the fight?
Right. Okay. That's what you're saying. Hold on. Let me take this banner real quick.
Okay, there's Zaya. All right, so Zaya. Maybe Zaya. Maybe
yo.
Zaya, mute. Yeah, Zaya. Maybe.
Let me refresh.
Okay. Oh shit.
I got a question, real quick. No that this happened 2 weeks ago that you asked Marciano. All right, maybe later.
Nah, he hear you. He was about to answer. Wait, say that again, D Blake.
Was it 2 weeks ago? Was it 2 weeks ago that you asked him for the shoes? Is that what you said?
D Blake, and even in Zaya, I can hear it. This is what he's saying, bro. Because when Zaya told me the story, this stuff when Zaya was explaining to me like what had happened, this seemed like it had happened when he was pretty much like real recently when the union just started. Like he was saying, like I'm gonna do the trophy rooms, and the trophy rooms I'm not gonna make no money off of, or whatever. But where No Limit's part comes in was way before that. No Limit was trying to get shoes way back when him and Tops and Marciano went at it. That's what No Limit is saying. But that Off-White 4 is from way back then, which was like, what, 2-3 weeks ago? I mean, I don't know. 4 weeks
It was
ago?
before Top situation. I literally, even though you probably like at least before Top
My
and his
question is,
situation.
if it happened 2 weeks ago, did you just think out of nowhere?
Say it again.
For the whole skinny thing get involved.
I think you gotta mute one of them, Dre. Like mute No
Yeah,
Limit.
No Limit. I gotta mute you for a second. You got a lot of background noise.
I think it sounds like he had a carnivore or some shit, a food
Yeah,
court.
it does sound like a carnival.
Asking if it happened 2 weeks ago, how did Skinny get involved? That's it.
All right, I'm gonna unmute you. Hold on.
I asked him about the shoes. He gave me the price. I came to my check. The skinny out, he said, I said, no, y'all did the bill, 250 for all price. He said, no. And we left it alone for 2 weeks. I didn't know that. Y'all was going to get into it. They were good to that. Think about it like that. Like, yeah, I didn't know.
Honestly, I can't get shit.
Yeah.
If I ask,
Like when I
think it's best. I think it's best we just explain it to Zaya, and then Zaya explain it, because this is like Zaya knows what Marciano was doing. Zaya and Skinny are the ones that's been kind of reporting back and forth on it. That's why, at least I can get it from their perspective. Because it's one of the reasons why I jumped out how I did. Zaya.
Yeah.
Okay. You remember recently you explained to me the situation where Marciano said he didn't make no money off shoes, and then apparently he was charging some people off shoes, and I thought it was the trophy room, but come to find out, no, it was No Limit. For No Limit, it was the Off-White 4, right?
All right. From the beginning, from my understanding, Marciano was not charging anyone on the trophy rooms. The trophy rooms was sort of like an introduction to, oh shit, look at all the fuck shit that's going on. People complaining, they want trophy rooms. Marciano said, yo, as a favor to y'all, really, technically, no offense to nobody, the favors to me. He doing it on my show. He like, yo, for your people over here, because this was before they did a union or any of that. This is as Marciano's becoming acquainted with people. We're doing all them, bro. We damn near ran trophy room stories every day for like a week and a half. And let me tell you something. It's not like we was milking it, but people wanted to talk about it. It was the conversation that nobody wanted to talk about nothing else. It was to my understanding that Marciano was saying, yo, listen, motherfuckers talking about the trophy rooms. If there's anyone that is cool with the UA version of the trophy room, I will go ahead and do my best to get you the best quality possible, even during a time when the sites, not Marciano, the sites were already talking about raising the price on the UA trophy rooms. They was already talking about they was going to charge $250. I remember Marciano saying, bruh, I'm going to do my best to get it for you for $190. And even when they raise it to $250 for everybody else, because I have the relationship with them, I'm going to try my best to keep it at the $190. Everybody who wants trophy rooms, let me know. That was my understanding. He wasn't making no money on the trophy rooms. Everything else, I've always been under the assumption that, bro, he making money, bro.
So apparently,
at least a couple dollars.
So apparently, what No Limit was saying is that after that was said, is that he told Tops, I guess, on a live or before that Tops had said, "You making money off of selling UAs," and he told Tops, "I'm not making no money. I'm not making money at all." So he went from trophy room not making money to pretty much any sneaker not making money. That's what No Limit is saying right now. That's what he's saying. I'm just saying what he just said now.
Now this is what I'm gonna say. You see how the conversation was just me and you, Tony, and you see how some stuff got mixed up?
Yeah.
Now imagine having that conversation with 300 people in the chat. And you got Tops on you. Imagine having that conversation with 10 people on the panel.
Yeah.
Okay. Like, I still don't see Marciano being some sort of conniving person trying to get over on people. Do I see where conversations could get mixed up? And yeah, 100%. It happens to all of us.
Yo,
You know what I mean? We just don't all have the ability to be like, oh shit, my fault, I fucked up, but this is what I meant to say.
Mm-hmm.
Yo, I remember him saying that he wasn't making money off of trophy rooms. I don't know about everything else. He said he was making money. I don't know how that got confused.
Yeah, that's the part that I remember. Him saying the trophy rooms, that he wasn't gonna make no money, he was gonna try to order trophy rooms. Now, I ain't gonna lie. There's a lot of people that watched the live that never dealt with Marciano and it came through me and went to Marciano. Now, I'm not sure if even Marciano was prepared for that. Last time I checked, I don't think Marciano moving fucking hundreds of thousands of packs every month of UAs. But does he have experience in that? Yeah, 100%. But when you get an influx of people coming at you, you know what I'm saying? And again, I'm going based on what I heard. You said that you wasn't making money on trophy rooms. You never said anything about any other shoes.
Mm-hmm.
So everybody that came through me, which no offense to people, but a lot of people have proven that they don't listen. You could tell a motherfucker something on the goddamn stream, bruh. Say it 100 times, and they will ask you the question again or do the absolute opposite than what you told them to do. That's been proven. So imagine you got an influx of people coming at you, and they not all asking for trophy rooms. Now they asking for UNC ones. Now they asking for this. Now they asking for that.
So Zaya, look at it from my standpoint, right?
Yeah.
I hop on the live. I got my information from you a little bit, and you know, I'm like, yeah, and I got information from you and of Skinny's live, so I got both of them in my hand.
Yeah.
And I come on there and saying, man, there's a lot of weird shit going on. Apparently, Marciano, you know, said he was making money, then he wasn't making money. Then come to find out, you know, No Limits said he was, and then called him in the lie and that. And I kind of ran with that because I just kind of, you know, took No Limits' word for it, even though he trolls a lot. At the same time, I
kind of took his word too. I did too, because like I told.
I was just saying, and then Disney and Kicks comes on, straightens it out. Now I'm kind of heated because it's like, when does this guy ever just keep it 100 and stop trolling and then, you know, kind of find out it's like he almost threw it a little bit of a bait in to fish it and get Skinny to jump on it, and probably didn't even tell Skinny the full story, because you know Skinny sometimes he'll goddamn put the information out.
Well, there wasn't and no offense to No Limit, but there wasn't a full story. There wasn't a full story to begin with.
There wasn't nothing to it. They asked me to show proof, and I told proof. I didn't knew them trying to talk to 250 over 3 weeks ago before I even knew y'all was gonna go ask him.
Oh, so you saying that Skinny already knew this about the 250?
They knew that.
It's just the timing, like
about the 250.
They didn't know about that because I asked them, I said, "Yo, should I pay 250 for this?" They said, "Hell no."
So how he knew about the 250?
Then I sent you a donation. I was like, "Yo, I know I'm late on the trophy room, but y'all look out with the off whites." He said, "Yeah, sure." So he DM'd me to talk about 250, and I'm thinking the trophy room, the higher shirt. Why the hell I pay 250? Everybody was paying 190. I would expect the off white to be a little bit, at least 200, 200. I know 250. Everybody, he wasn't. Your tag wasn't the only tag he was in. He was at everybody's tag. He was in Skinny tag. He was in there running with everybody lives, making comments to all these deals and looking out for everybody. I did not expect to hear no 250. You know what I'm saying?
shout out to motherfucking man Gilmore for the $2 PayPal donation.
Yo,
appreciate.
Doesn't that kind of align with what you said, Zaya, about basically you could go to someone, they might charge their people the love price, but they're just gonna charge you whatever they want because they don't know you like that. So that could be the philosophy that Marciano had when he told you 250 versus maybe telling XYZ who comes from Zaya that he knows 200.
Yeah,
that's what it could be.
He came over the Skinny live and told us that he'll give us the shoes to the love. And I asked him all day long.
Yo, guys, I want to ask. I don't know if I hear this correctly. So Marciano is reselling UA. Is that correct?
Yeah.
I don't.
Long story short, yes.
Yeah. All right. So all right, we get on these resellers and everything, but what about this shit? Like, how you gonna resell UAs? Isn't that kind of the same thing?
Nobody.
Nah. We already had that discussion a little bit yesterday. Like we buck at resellers, but then motherfuckers is buying.
Yeah.
You know, they're buying their UAs from resellers, Chinese resellers. We had that talk yesterday.
Okay.
But no, I'm not saying in the bad thing, Diaz. I'm laughing with you. Like, yeah, I'm with you on that.
Yeah,
like,
isn't this shit like now the sneaker game definitely changed, yo.
But I think DSO. I think his initial here's the thing. The problem with the union and what's been so unclear. This whole thing has been explained through multiple several hour-long live streams versus it being really condensed with a set of rules, right? So initially he jumped on. Initially he jumped on. No, but initially he jumped on and he said to all those who have never done this before, because it's a really leery experience if you're trying to just deal with someone from China, you've never done it before. Yeah. So he was being like the tour guide, I'll navigate the waters. If they send you some BS, I'm going to send it back and you won't get scammed or get dealt with the bad product or the language barrier. He's done it. So I guess, yes, he is reselling it, but he always presented it himself as I get better quality than the average person because I'm doing these Zoom calls with the people. I'm getting tours at the factory and I'm seeing it.
That's still fucked up because I'm hearing $250 for a UA. That shit is crazy. Then I heard $700 yesterday for the Air Max. I'm like, yo, what the fuck is that walking into?
But
yo,
can I
just
say
trying to make a dollar. That's what they do. I mean, they're just trying to make a dollar. That's how it is, dog. That's life. Nobody's gonna do nothing for free.
I understand you come from.
That's understandable.
UA does not mean free, people. UA does not need free. Let's just put it out there. $1 US is $6.42 Chinese yuan.
I don't fuck with resales in general. I don't fuck with the whole thing, but I don't fuck with it $1 or $100. It's still the same analogy to me. I don't look at it this reseller is only making $10 where this one's making 1,000. It's I just looking at it as at the end of the day, if we gonna complain about one thing, let's complain about the whole thing in general. The UA resellers, the whole fucking reselling in general. We're gonna put a price now. Reselling is good if you only making less than 100, but if you make over $200, now it's bad. That's the part I just don't really get. Are we putting a price limit to where it's okay, and then a price limit to where you're starting to be unmoral now because you're charging too much?
Marciano is just doing a service. He's selling you a shoe. He's protecting your money.
I gotta pop somebody out real quick.
Oh, they said block Tony out.
That's what I'm saying. Marciano's providing a service.
Horse's mouth.
That shit is fucked up, bro.
Hey, that's his business. Nobody wants to
Top of the day, Union.
But D Blake, would you say the same? You'll say that same thing though to someone who's cracking someone's head for 1,000? That's how they get. I know. I'm just saying though, you're not going to go against them either, though, right? You're going to say the same.
I'm not going to go against anybody making money. That's all.
Okay, exactly, and that's what I'm saying. I agree with you on that. There you go.
Why you don't do like Troll McGetty do? Troll leave the IG and shit just like that. Troll ain't making money off that shit.
DS.
Well, I think.
DS. I'm here to talk for Union. Hey, listen.
Go ahead, do this.
No, but on some real shit, I don't have a problem with brother making money. You know what I'm saying? This here's my thing. You got on my platform and said that you're not making money. So I want you to stand by your word if you said it on there. If you had got on there and say, yo, it's going to be a price for my shit, I wouldn't even be saying shit. But you got on my shit, took the time and told my people that, yo, I will get you your shoe for the cause. And your price ain't adding up and your quality ain't adding up to your price. That's the only thing.
That's back to what I said. That's back to what I said that one time about Yeezy Buster. When Yeezy Buster said he ain't never got a shoe wrong, and he made it when he got caught on Complex with one shoe, it fucks up the whole thing. Him saying him not making if he came.
Hold on, Tony, I'm about to go. But let me put the respect on D Blake. He used D Blake name he was like, yo, D Blake, I got to pay for D Blake, and they wasn't right, and I sent it back. I respect that, you know what I'm saying? If you pay, but you should get paid for that type of shit. That's what I'm saying, but you can't come on here and say that you're not getting paid, and then when somebody asks you for a UA that normally somebody can get them for 180 shipped, and you say 250, and then you get upset and say, oh, from now on, I'm just dealing with Union.
Yo, time out. When the fuck did UA start questioning 180 and shit? When did this shit happen?
I'm just saying, I don't want it to get to the point where UA start reselling. That's all I'm saying.
Bro, it sounds like it's getting to that point right now.
But here's the scary
Well,
part.
technically, UAs have been reselling since the very beginning because the Chino ain't giving it to you for what he get it for. So let's not get it twisted, bro. Everything is resale. Everything in your fucking life. As soon as you leave your house, everything you're dealing with in society is based on resale.
A grocery store is a reseller,
Right?
but now you ain't going your own crops.
It's another thing. It's
Come
another
on,
thing.
bruh.
Because listen, I keep hearing about, well, UAs is reselling. UAs is sneakers, bro. You got the same respect for the authentic. The problem is that you're not visually looking at the UAs with the same type of respect as you look at
I got a question.
the authentic
I got a
stuff.
question, Zaya, then I'm gonna go.
Yeah.
I got a question for all y'all, but I thought about this, and I know y'all gonna get some insight on this. All right, how much is a real, authentic Louis Vuitton belt?
Like 300, 400.
Okay,
500.
400.
It's like 500.
Okay, whatever you say. Now you can go to the flea market and get a UA belt that's technically resale for $40, sometimes 30 if you talk them down. This is all I'm saying. Okay, that's good resale. Okay, it is resale. But bruh, I'm not about to pay no 900 for no Air Mags, bruh. And it's a UA, bruh.
I see what you're saying.
Like, pay me the UA price. Like, fake sneakers should not ever cost retail because they're not real, bro.
But if
the price that the UA Air Max is not even the retail price of an authentic shoe.
Right. That's what I'm saying.
Technically, the shoe the price that you paying ain't even the original price. It's the price the reseller's giving you. We don't know what the fuck they really getting it. They just tell, bro. You don't think these Chinese people are looking at StockX and gauging their own price? They definitely are, bro. Because they used us. They used Zaya to find out how to fix the shoe that was fucked up. Zaya would say, "Oh, these fakes, this and this and this," and they'd be like, "Hey, friend, we need to get this. Look at this guy. Zaya said that this is messed up."
At the end of the day, I'm not paying $190 for you to punch my shoes and shit, bro. Talking about you, that's your quality control. Like, no, I ain't fucking with that. That's just me though. I'll just go somewhere else.
Listen, that's the beautiful thing about UA, brother. Don't exist in the authentic market. You can say, you know what? I'm just going to go somewhere else. In the UA market, you're not going to do that. You're either going to get it from the retailer or you're going to get it from the reseller, right?
Yo, but you paying a lot of more money for like UA SBs, bro.
That only applies in SB.
Yo, I don't know why. That's retarded. Like you paying way more.
Union.
But
see the night union.
But technically, DS, if you think about it, like if we use Zaya as a point of measure, right?
Yeah.
He's only showed us like extreme exclusive shit that he's buying. But look, he's not taking a $100 traditional, I don't know, pink pig or whatever, and then going to get that, and then he's buying 420s and chunky donkeys because
Thank you.
I understand that perspective. Like that's why I say for me personally, right? I'm retail all day, but I don't get mad at anyone that chooses that route because again, we all like the term sneakerhead is so open for interpretation. We can't say, yo, I'm a sneakerhead and it's only this way that it works. When I meet someone like Dub, who's from Indiana, but in Colorado, he thinks it's a different definition. And Dre's in Jersey, Zaya's from Queens, but in Florida. Like, we all look at it different ways. So for me, if I choose to not pay resale or I have a fixed, like, limit, and I say, fuck it, I'm not going after this or that, and I'll go chase older things, that's my way of chasing that high. Whereas someone else who says, yo, I can't miss out on that shoe, I'm going the counterfeit route, yo, that's their choice. So, like sometimes these arguments that people have is just it's nuts. Because,
bro, I feel what you're saying, and I respect whoever buy UAs. I'm not gonna judge them, look at them any different.
Yeah, same. Yeah.
My whole thing is like, nah, these shits are reselling. Like, damn,
but here's
because
my
of the
thing.
market.
But here's my thing of what
booming.
is like what I need to like educate people on.
Yeah,
people have no idea what a middleman is, right? A grocery store, people, I don't deal with the middleman. I'm like, how do you buy your groceries? You grow your own crops.
If you want to go to
the grocery store and you're buying them there,
Walmart, you're dealing with a middleman.
You're dealing with a middleman.
Yeah,
you buy a house. Who is that realtor? The realtor is the middleman. They're taking 7% of the $400,000 house.
Thousands
a
of dollars
middleman.
because why? They walk
Because
into
are
the
you going
house,
to take the test?
they helped you
Are
with
you
the
gonna-
paperwork.
Yeah. They help you with the paperwork. They're licensed, and you ain't.
Car dealership. Yeah, you go with the middleman.
So like,
Man,
why are like Marciano is just another middleman? And any law of economics,
even
when there is a
people-
middleman,
the
there is
people-
an upcharge. Same as your gasoline. That is
The
taxed.
people that got problems, the sneakerheads though, that got problems with and it is because I got my own problems with the people who were really making a ruckus out of these this resale, man. They must not even heard about NFTs, bro, because that shit right there is a whole nother fucking ball game that you can sit here and say you don't understand how shoes are reselling. Fucking NFTs are selling for millions of dollars right now, and that's virtual, fucking just not even physical, tangible goods. The world's about to go crazy, bro. Trust me.
My
See,
question
Zay,
is
hold on, give me a
is that
second. I gotta tell Zaya something real quick, deep play. See, this is what y'all be doing, right? When y'all be talking about the UAs, y'all be pulling a motherfucker in like this, right? And then it'll be one motherfucker to say some shit, and I just be like, hold up, right? This morning, someone said on your live, because like Doug P said, when he see you, your UAs come in, they be the fire shit, right? Someone was talking and they just happened to slip out. Yeah, man, my cool grade 3s and my Carmines came in and they was beautiful. And I'm like, wait a minute. I went to go look like, what's the fucking resale on that? And I'm like, yo, cool grade 3s is at like 223, 230, 240 range. You know what I'm saying? Carmines is like 260. Is that the point of the UA? Or I thought that the point, especially the union, was to say, hey, I'm not paying silly fucking prices for a shoe or whatever like that. I'd rather buy it at retail or under. But that dude gave me the impression that if you set two shoes on a table and one was 200, the real pair, and the UA pair was like 170, he was still going to grab the UA because it was $30 cheaper. So at that point, it's defeating the purpose of the UA movement, right? Or am I looking at it in a different way?
I'm gonna tell you what I think it is.
I gotta.
Because
Go ahead, D-Blake.
it's like
Hello? You guys hear me? All right, look. Quick, two things. Why is it that everybody's still shocked about the reselling of the UAs? I think you're just shocked by the prices because the chinos are catching on. They're
It's the prices. It's the prices.
They're spending more money. And the last thing I wanted to say was, okay, the whole misunderstanding right now is supposedly that Marciano went on Skinny Shop but said that he wasn't making any money. Does anybody back and looked at that live stream and looked to see if that's what he really said?
And did he say that he was going to hook up Skinny Gang, or he said he was going to hook up Skinny? Let's also take into account, bro.
I'm gonna go do my fact check. I'm gonna go to my live right now and watch.
This is how a lot of stuff operates, whether it's UA or whether the regular market. Cool. Now, I may offer a discount to the content creator. Why? Because he got the platform. Okay, salutes to the people that's watching, but technically, if you're just a person that's watching, how am I supposed to recoup on giving you a discount? Who you gonna tell, bro? Are you gonna bring more business? I'm gonna give the discount to the content creator. He's the one that's gonna promote it to the people, and whatever I lose in giving it to him, I'm gonna recoup in his promotion.
And
you gotta understand the levels of stuff. Here's another thing, DS. How much is a UA supposed to cost?
Yo, this shit supposed to cost nothing, man. This shit is priceless.
I think we take the 2005.
Wait, hold on.
Yeah, I got the
UA is
2005. I ain't
to
gonna
zero.
I'm still thinking of the 2005 wave. How which is was back then.
Well, then again, listen. With all due respect, you trying to have a conversation, but you're the one that's behind. You're still in 2005. We're in 2021. You're in 2005.
I did. A UA should be less than retail. It should be less than retail.
Yeah, it should be
more than which it is.
But Zaya, I did meet Rob Dollars, and he did show me some shit. If you seen that live, I did.
Okay.
And I did. I was surprised how them shits are.
Did you guys have a conversation about price? Because you just told me it should cost zero.
What price? I can't remember. So, no, not really. Damn, did we?
So then give me a price, bruh.
Just buy it through Rob Dollar.
How much is it supposed to cost?
I'm gonna say this should be $100.
That's what I'm saying. Listen, with all due respect, I'm not trying to disrespect, but it's like, listen, and it's like when two grown folks is having a conversation and then a kid comes and puts himself in the conversation. You don't even know what we talking about. You don't even know the prices. You're not even updated on the prices. And then when I throw it to you and I say, well, what's it supposed to cost? You tell me $0. You don't have a price. So then how do you know that 190 is bad? You don't even have a price that you're working with.
All right. So I remember hearing y'all saying that 120 for a UA, 150.
There we go. Now we talking prices.
Yeah.
120 for a UA. That's what you think, right?
Yeah.
Based on what?
Based on what?
Based on 2005. You basing it on
should be based on the
2005.
quality, bro. Rob Dollar done pulled out some
And
high
from
quality.
2005 to 2021, the quality is damn near where they're passing them through StockX. Probably some of y'all already got them in your collection. They're already passing through StockX, bro. Wake up.
Nah.
I'm trying to what? Wait. Did you just say I'm trying to scam somebody?
No, I said scare.
Oh, okay. No, I'm not trying to scare nobody. I'm just saying, bro, you got to be realistic with the times. You're not moving with the times, bro. The shit ain't gonna be 120 forever. In 2005, maybe. We in 2021. The quality done went up. The pairs are damn near identical. Miss me with the flaws. The UNC one had hella flaws, and them shit was authentic.
Hey, yo, let me piggyback.
It's a different game, bro.
Go ahead, Dub.
So this is what opens the door for UAs, because back in the day, the legit or real pairs were flawless. Like if you know what I'm saying, if it was messed up, you take it back to the store exchange, get another pair. You know what I'm saying? If the reps or UAs years ago, it got glue stain, or your joints is fake. Now it's like, yo, the retail joints is jacked up too. So you know, so
and you can't even take the retail back, bruh. That's it. Have y'all not noticed everything is selling out? The one pair you get, that's it. You stuck with that. If you get some shit with glue stains, can you go back to the mall and say, yo, bro, this got glue stains, let me get another one? No.
Nah, you done.
Can you send it to Nike and Nike send you another one?
Nike
no.
says they'll give you a refund.
My question is, can you sell it on StockX and Go? You know,
bro,
what I'm saying?
Yes, bro. Bro, if you bought from StockX, bro, it's pretty, bro. All them fakes is going through StockX, bro, because the UA qualities are so good. So, bro, that's why I don't deal with StockX. I don't deal with third parties, bro. If I can't get it from the store or retailer, I'm not getting the shoes.
Yeah, I have a question for you, bro. I'm
gonna give it to you. Here's a concept, right? We watch video after video after video of factories making shoes, bro. Yeah. So you telling me that them shoes ain't selling? Factories just making shoes. Where all them shoes is piling up at? Bro, them shoes is in here, bro. Them shoes is in some of y'all people's collections. Y'all don't even know it. But you know what it is? You want peace of mind. StockX offers you peace of mind. The brand offers you peace of mind. Why? Because you trust them. But a lot of y'all, bro, don't even know it, and you got a UA in your fucking collection, bro. And you could have paid $190 or whatever price you would have found it for, but you didn't. You paid for the peace of mind.
Just ask yourself, like, how many DS Jordan 1 Chicago's are really out there from 2015?
Look, if you are a sneaker collector, bro, be real with yourself. You don't gotta listen. You could lie to everybody else, but you can't lie to yourself. When you get off this live stream, turn around, bro. Count how many pairs you went and got from the store yourself. And then count how many pairs you got through StockX, through Go, through trading, through this, through that. Bro, if you don't get it from retail, you're going to always have a chance. It's a 50-50 chance on your shit being UA, bro.
And that's why I feel like in today's game.
My question is this: how much do UAs go for now?
It depends. It depends on the Chinese seller, bro. It depends on the Chinese seller.
140 and up is the lowest I found. 140 and up.
140 is the lowest you found, but on Alibaba they like $40-$50. It depends on who you go to.
Yeah.
And I wanted to say this, DS, you got to look at it this way, right? For those who it feels crazy that it sounds like I'm defending like reps and shit, but I'm as objective. I'm as objective as I can always be. The way I see it is that people who want to go and buy a rep, right?
Yeah,
they're willing to pay damn near or the same price as a retail pair because the retail pair is reselling for double and triple. So why would they, in their logic, I guess, right, go pay $600 or let's just say $500 for University Blue 1 when they could go pay $200 for it? And to us, we're like, oh shit, you paid $200 for a replica. But to them, they're like, I got the damn near same thing without paying extra $400 that I could do whatever with it.
And
that's
it's not
the way
like
they see it.
it's not like you paying $600 to the brand, where your $600 was spent on something that you know 100% is authentic. You spending $600 to someone on Instagram, bruh. You spending $600 to someone on Instagram. Why? Because they got clout. Because they got a lot of followers. Because they got a store. They got a consignment store. Bruh, you go into a consignment store and you say, hey, is anything in here unauthorized? You think they're gonna tell you, yeah, possibly. No.
Hey,
Like,
yo,
bro, like,
here's
for real.
a sad thing. Here's a sad thing.
On
about it, right?
yours, I'm gonna give it to you. On yours, the price to me right now, the range 2021 is 120 to 180. You're somewhere in there. If you are lower than 120, if you lower than 120, you either taking a heavy chance that you're gonna get scammed, or you taking a heavy chance that you're gonna get some shit that, bruh, even grandma at the corner store is gonna be like, bro, those don't look right. Those don't look right, bro.
Hey, you know what? I want to address something, bro. Zaya, I was going to address you, but this is to everybody on the panel now, because I think I heard this on Zaya's channel. If a nigga buy a UA and he take it back to the store and he like replaced it, like you were saying, like you get a real shoe and a UA and you put the UA back in the real shoe box and take it back to Foot Locker, the nigga that buy that UA, does he have a UA? Because he doesn't really pay.
He don't think so.
Now
he got peace of mind that he got it from Foot Locker.
I was about to say, yeah, he got peace of mind.
Let me tell you something.
So do we look at him as having a fake shoe though?
All right,
you wouldn't even know. That's the thing. You wouldn't even know. Here's another one. Take it another level. Yo, no lie, bruh. You give me one of them UAs, them UA3s and thing. I'll show you. I'll take it back to Nike clearance and I'll get a credit, and they'll put that bitch on the shelf. Nike's not hiring people that
But I'm
know.
saying the nigga that
Nike's hiring
that UA,
cheap labor.
do
bro.
we look at him as a UA? Does he?
You wouldn't-
Do we
yeah.
look at him
You
like
wouldn't
now
even
he
know,
has
though.
a UA?
You
But he'd
wouldn't
have a
even know,
receipt.
though.
He'd have a
You wouldn't
receipt.
even
Be
know
like, I
because
got
he
it
got a
at Foot
receipt.
Yeah, if he had a
Prove you-
receipt, if he had a receipt and he came back home and somebody finessed that nigga because now he got a UA, do we look at that shoe as a fake now, even though he didn't pay retail and got a receipt?
Technically, he has a UA because he got. He's like two layers down the line of getting finessed. So the first person gives the Foot Locker.
He's
and the
got a
Foot Locker
UA.
gives it.
Listen. As sadly as it sounds, he got a UA, but that receipt just turned that UA into a real sneaker.
Yep.
That's why I say I fuck
Okay.
with Go, because Go gives me that card that says that my shit's real no matter what. That's my
It's a piece
shit.
of
Right?
mind, right?
What, Go?
Hey man, y'all
Yeah.
know I'm receipts only, so
But
I'm
who's
just
Go?
looking at it because that was interesting how Zay
Go to
broke it
middle,
down.
man.
On, you know
Bingo.
what I'm saying? Because now you got a fake shoe, but it's real because you got a receipt. So it's like crazy to think about that.
But this is why for me personally, right?
Yo, Tony, your
whether I
mic's
get-
on.
We would charge them like 15.
Yo, cut his mic off.
Hold on, I got
Yo,
you.
this is why for me personally, right? Even retail pairs exclusively from Nike or whatever, I still look it up. I still do my research on every pair to be as meticulous as possible because I don't know if somebody did a switcheroo in the facilities or whatever like that. Ego himself. I know people hate Alter Ego, but he said it that happened with him with Eastbay, that he got a pair that was fake and he sent it back. Like, what the fuck? And then I believe someone on Skinny's Live said they sent that barcode, the ones with the barcode back, and that in lies with your point, Zaya, that these stores hire people who are not really knowledgeable in sneakers like us. So how would they know that? Oh, that stitching is off right there. Oh, this black
Yo,
like
matter of
that.
fact,
They don't know anything.
Yo,
They just
matter of
take
fact,
it.
let me tell you something. If Nike even thinks that you know anything about shoes, you're not getting hired.
Exactly.
So Nike's hiring moms, old ladies, bro. They don't know nothing about shoes, bro. I'll walk right up to that motherfucking counter and do a return, bro, and they'll take that shit and they'll give me a credit. And you know what? I just turned that shoe into something real because they're gonna sell it as real. And you're gonna think it's real when you purchase it.
Because of this, the Section 8 and Zaya's channel, thank you for the content. You know what I've had to do? Like, since I'm not comfortable enough to go the union route, I just have to like pick a price range, bite the bullet, and this is how I've switched my buying. Ever since eBay has done the authentication, because before eBay would have pictures, but they could finesse you after the fact. But now, like when I bought my UNC ones, I saw the pictures. it went to SneakerCon and got authenticated. And I'm like, you know what? That's going to help me sleep at night. That's the best as I could do, because at least I could say I looked at it and other people looked at it, and that's the best I could do. So if somebody asked me, yo, those is fake, I'll just be like, I got it on eBay and they got authenticated by SneakerCon. Like, I'm not even going to have the argument. I'm just going to be like, I bought it. This is where we got trust, bro. It's all about trust. And to me, like I won't buy blindly on StockX anymore, because you know why? Because I don't get to see it. Like, I don't know where that's coming from. Like it's easier to sell on StockX and you feel great because you get the early payout. But like, when I buy without looking at it first, like, I mean, that's what we do with Nike, but at least we know where to get it from Nike. So, because thanks to Zaya and ETC, like it switched up the way I bought. Like, I didn't think I'd use eBay ever again when GOAT and StockX came into the game. And then now that eBay's back in the game, at least I have 2 layers before it gets to me, right? It's me, then SneakerCon, and then it gets to me. So I'm like, you know what? At the end of the day, I'll just set a price range, and that's the way I'm going to go. So it has changed the way I thought, because like you said, like Trey J said, you could get a returned UA and you got a receipt.
Speaking of Marciano, I just got my packet from Marciano. Oh yeah. But I'm not opening
DHL.
I'm gonna open it later.
I think Marciano uses FedEx on his based on his Instagram. Well, they go to him first, and then he sends them.
He uses the United States Postal Service.
You don't fuck around. 2-day service. I got my shit already here at my front door. Wait.
Well, I wanted to say something. I had a phone call. It was about you guys, right? It's so sad that you got all these sneakerheads. They don't even tune into YouTube, so they don't even know what's going on. They don't even know they're getting got.
Right. And that came to my point.
Yo,
one of my reasons I made the live is because like I was saying, like and DMD mentioned it early in his video he dropped.
Wait,
I understand the reason why you guys are doing it, why Troll is doing it, why MK is doing it, you know, why Marcy is doing it, but there's a motherfucking mother right now licking they fucking chops. You feel me? Like I think I told y'all one of the stories when I first started coming on to you guys live, and I said there's a girl named Shantae right now. You know what I'm saying? She was getting it popping with the UAs. You feel me? She's selling it to all the niggas in the hood because they're not authenticating they shit. They just make money and they want the hottest fucking shoe. You feel me? So without telling them anything like that or saying anything to anybody, you know what I'm saying? It's easy to move money that way and they trust her. You know what I'm saying? But at the end of the day, you know, I know what's going down. Some people know what's going down, but you know, it's like that's causing a problem in the motherfucking community and shit like that. When a motherfucker is taking advantage and saying, "Ooh, MK said he sliced that motherfucker open, right? Oh, he left the link inside his bio. Oh shit, boom. Oh yeah, let me get about 75 of them motherfuckers. You know what I'm saying? Boom. And now they reselling them as regular, like regular resale prices. They checking StockX, they checking GOAT, and they like, yeah, $295, $300, $310, $350. And I'm sitting there just like, damn, that's getting it off. So that kind of brings up to the point what Tony was trying to make yesterday is overdoing the UA is going to fuck the game up, or is going to turn around and bite us in the ass. You know what I'm saying? Or bite whatever, you know, UA culture in the ass at the end of the day. Is it going to drive up the UA market? Is people going to start?
I just hope they get rid of StockX. I hope StockX just disappear.
Well,
not when you
real talk.
Not when you have all these thirsty ass people that want the latest hypest release for one, and buying up everything, and you got replicas that's being sent in. Hypothetically, I would say maybe some of them slip through or whatever like that. I don't think it's the overwhelming majority.
That's what's messing up the game, bro.
Nah, but it's not just StockX. Then you got to take down Instagram for people being able to sell sneakers on Instagram too, and you also got to blame the buyers for being gullible enough to buy some shit without actually knowing that person, vetting that person, doing research, and all that stuff. Like I said, me personally, being into sneakers so long, I don't even, if I miss out on something that's hype, fuck that sneaker. I'm going to go back and get something that I missed out on that's not like going to be duplicated like that. And even for me, I vet every purchase by doing my research in certain websites and stuff to see if they're bootlegging it. That's it. Like, what more can I do? Because at the end of the day.
But my thing with StockX, like, if I want to buy a shoe from DreJunglez right now, if he first thing he gonna do is go to StockX and see what it's going for, as opposed to before StockX. Hey man, go ahead, give me the shoe for 200. Bet. Now niggas always gotta text StockX or GOAT and see what it's going for to gauge what they gonna sell it for, bro. That's weak.
Yo,
I
I
don't know. I'm
want
gonna
to say,
tell
I
y'all
want to say
something.
real quick.
These fucking shoes is fire. Oh my god.
Yo, D-Blake, hold on. I want to say something real quick.
See, that's the thing. If you could open it up and say that, it gotta
Listen,
be
pay attention. The next thing will be like, oh, D Blake got hush money.
Nah.
Marciano sent him an extra 20 inside his trophy room.
Better promote that shit.
You gotta see
I
him.
want to say
Come on,
something real
man.
quick. I want to say something real quick, right? So, like, you know how people be on Facebook, the buying selling group, and the day of a sneaker release, right? You know, all the shoes is flooded there, right? All the shoes is flooded there, right? You know, I used to trust that, but after what happened with Unbreakable, not trying to, you know, be that horse though, but after what happened on Unbreakable with the Pine Green situation, that shit is scary too.
Well, I mean, I'm glad you brought that up, DS, because here's my point, and what's always been like the fakes have been around, yes, but what's caused them to get better is they're seeing these after sale resale prices from resellers go so high.
Yeah.
They need the reseller to pump those prices up for them to exist. If the reseller and Nike and everyone just charged the retail price, why would you need Wendy Lee? Right? They'll be going back to making the Canal Street versions on the low because now you're saying, oh, okay, I can't pay $500 for the UNC ones, but I mean, if you're trying to buy the UNC ones, they're like $180 after tax, right? So if everyone charged the $180, then you wouldn't need Wendy Lee trying to make the 98%ers, as Rob Dalla calls them. Like Wendy Lee needs these resellers to exist. That's how they fill in the vacuum. They know that's the people that do not want to pay that, but yet still want that hype shoe. The only way they're going to get it is either they save up a whole bunch of money and then bite the bullet and pay for it, or they're going to go Wendy Lee, or in the case of like the rarity of the Ultra Ego, they're just saying, nah, I'm just leaving it alone if I don't hit for retail. So there's only really three types of people: the people that buy it, the people that never will, and the people that like dabble or like kind of have to sit some out and then get hit in the head sometimes and then sit it out and then get hit in the head. So like I'm the middle person. I'm gonna have to pick and choose when I get hit in the head. That's how screwed up it is because I never hit for retail.
Dub P, but think about this, Dub P, bro. I'm in Houston, right?
Yeah.
So everybody like go crazy over Travis Scott shoes or whatever. So check this out. You know those brown ones, them sixes that's supposed to come out? He let like some people in Mo City get them. He got like 3 people in Mo City. Them where he from? Them brown ones that's finna come out. 3 people in Houston got them already. So and I know they legit because they Travis Scott people.
And they're gonna resell them.
They gonna resell them, right? And what they gonna do? They gonna go to StockX, ask for $2,000 a piece for them, and that's gonna be like, you know what I'm saying, the starting what people want for them. And they, bro, I'm telling you, it's weak.
Well, here's what StockX is. What StockX put a price on how bad you want things. That's what StockX is. They're a middleman service, yes, but what did they do? They put a price on how bad you want it. That's all that is. Like I could put on a pair of shoes for $2 million. You know, a seller could accidentally put the flams on there for $1, and then I buy it, and then they're just not going to sell it to me for $1. They'll take the penalty to get banned. But like that's all StockX did was just put a price on your thirst.
Yo, Trey
J,
respectfully, I want to challenge. I want to challenge you, bro. What you're saying right now, you're only coming from the perspective of a buyer. You're not coming from the perspective of a seller. Right. Because technically that just means that I'm not doing no research on the shoe that I'm selling and you're going to get it for the low. And then as soon as you get it from me, that becomes your bragging tool. Yo, motherfucker didn't even know what he was selling, bro. I got this shit for $200 from this fool. This fool's an idiot.
Oh, that's true.
So you can't necessarily say it's weak for StockX to have some sort of variable for me to use to be able to get maximum dollar on my sneakers.
And
you
then
understand? You come at it from the perspective of a buyer, bro. Like now, if you a seller, can I get you for some exclusive shit out your collection for $200? No, because you're gonna do your research. You're gonna be like, wait, hold on, these shits ain't flipping for $200. These shits flipping for $400. So, homie, you're gonna have to come at least $375 or something like that. I ain't giving it to you for $200. I can't necessarily say, but damn, Trey, that shit weak as fuck. Nah, you doing your research.
I got something real quick. No Limits something about that he's gonna look out for him. I mean, dog. I mean, he's gonna look out for you. He's gonna just tell you to shoot for $250, make sure it comes right, and send it to you. I mean, that's looking out for you.
I think that he thought look out means that you gonna give it to him for the low price or whatever the case may be. And that's why I say the only thing I feel No Limit is only guilty of not continuing the conversation.
Yeah,
but
I could just say
He don't have to, bruh. There's been plenty of times that motherfuckers give me a price and I don't hit them back either.
But you don't go and tell your neighbor like, "Hey, this dude fucking trying to sell me."
Yeah, but at the same time, listen. At the same time, respectfully, No Limit is Skinny Gang, bro. So if there's anybody he gonna tell, he gonna tell Skinny before he tell me, bro.
All in all,
and
no
I
one got
accept
scammed because
no one got scammed.
So like that, as far as I'm concerned, I'm like,
and
I
it
mean,
made for
didn't
content,
go
bro.
through.
It made
for content, but like it didn't go through, and that's like the most important thing.
Yeah.
Fact.
No one got what they didn't want.
And that's what I was trying to say. So, like, do you think by them just mass producing a lot of pairs is going to solve it, or is this going to be another reseller licking his chop?
There's always going to be a reseller licking his chop.
I think, I think
always
there's gonna be more UA resellers. That's all that's gonna happen. Bro. That's all it is. More middlemen. You know what I mean?
Yo, Dre, think about it this way too, right? What happened last week? Everybody was up in arms and celebrating the fact that Ann Heber and her son got clapped out of Nike, right? And then the word started going around. Oh my God, we gonna get University Blues. Hoo. What happened? The same thing that always happens every fucking Friday and Saturday. Apps freeze, apps glitch. You miss. You can't get whatever. And then Saturday you miss out. You just battling more bots every time someone steps out. Like all 9 of us right now retired. There's somebody with one person with 9 accounts to take our spot and try to go for a sneaker. So this problem is multi-layered. It's not just one right answer. And that's the same thing with all these discussions that's been going on forever in this section of YouTube. Like nothing's like straight ahead, like where we can answer it directly. It's such a complicated problem. Like if you even put more sneakers out, right? Hype dies down. Then there's no resellers. Shit starts sitting. The company might start scaling back what they release. Now we complaining like, oh, there's too much things coming out. It's sitting, and nowadays like people complain about stuff being bricks versus when we used to appreciate going into a store to get something. So what happens? And then what did that do for the UA? Who knows? Like UA people might stick with UA, but now they'll be happy. But then people are gonna complain, and then the company's gonna. It's just a continuous cycle with this. Release more product, release less. Release more, release less.
Hey,
We
Pat,
can't
but
be
you gotta
happy as
think about it,
people.
bro. Certain shoes they put out like 2 million pairs and they still sold out. What was it, Concords or Breads? They still sold out. So I figure if they put out enough shoes, everybody can get what they want. But there wouldn't be a resale market.
Let me ask you this, right? You take the Cool Grade 3 now that just sold out on the University Gold 9, you put them pre-pandemic, Last Dance. Is that shit selling out? No. You know how much sneakers sat that we all got under retail?
Cool Grade 3 is not selling out.
That's my point. So even if they
not
put
selling
pairs out, more bots and resellers are gonna buy them just to hold to try to flip for the quick $20-$30 or whatever like that. Like there's no way to really fix the situation.
But there's niggas jumping on greedy. There's
Can I
niggas
say
jumping on.
something?
Animals talking about some. They went across the water for Cool Grade 3s, and they sitting at that point.
But
just because they sitting in your hood don't mean they sitting in my hood.
But then also, I think we're dealing.
They're not sitting on the website.
Everything sit almost everything sit in Houston, bro. I'm not gonna lie to you.
Trey, you gotta make some
You
money,
wanna
man.
be bro. There's 10 malls out here.
You gotta make some money, man. You feel me?
That's exactly what I was about to say, because I resell, you feel me? And I know people always say something about resellers, and I was listening to what you were saying about how it used to be, where it would just be $20-$30. The reason why I look at StockX and all of that is because I gotta put that footwork in. You feel me? I gotta make sure I go find every single store that has something left in stock that you wouldn't do. So why would I give it to you for nothing?
But then also, we're also running against
weekend.
We're also running against, the largest point of our history of income disparity, right? So people are like, who's paying 2 bands for that? I'm like you don't have to be rich and famous to come out 2 bands. Like I've spent a lot of money on my shoes. Like, so that's why I'm saying there's like multiple things going on at the same time. That's why you'll never eliminate the reseller because like people will buy it. Like, and that's why even StockX, what has it done? It's led to a negotiation. Like if you're good at negotiation, it's someone's like, I remember Chris Vidal told the story. Well, no, but even before StockX, Chris Vidal said he told the story. He tried to sell Jay-Z, and Chris Vidal used to work at Flight Club. He is like a known figure. He tried to sell Jay-Z to PlayStation Air Force Ones for $3,000. He said, man, get the fuck out of here with that shit. Like, so like, you know, all StockX does is it creates a negotiation. Like, it tells you right away what the price is, and you know right then, are you going to sit it out, or are you even going to try it? Like the trophy rooms, like Zayed knew from the rip that he wasn't going to get those things for under 2 bands. So that right away told people, if you're trying for this shoe, it's a retailer buster, unless you're trying to get, you're willing to pay that. So that's what StockX says. It just bastardized the line.
I see what you're saying, Dub P. Dub P. But if me and you homies and pre-StockX era, if I wanted to buy a shoe from you, it'll be your price, not what StockX says is going for.
Oh, for
That's
sure.
why
For
I feel
sure.
like
That's what he
Nah,
does.
then
But then hold on.
that just tells you it's not your homie, bruh.
But then again, StockX didn't start this because I've been selling sneakers since I was 14 years old, and I was doing it on Soul Collective a long time ago.
You know what StockX took advantage of, bruh? StockX took advantage of that little window when motherfuckers was doing deals, and you would do a deal with someone, and they would send you a fucking brick, and PayPal wasn't helping nothing. PayPal was not helping nothing. You would just lose. That's where StockX really took advantage. Now StockX is the middleman. So now I don't even got to worry. Listen, you could be a sneakerhead, but that don't mean you're not a fuck boy. Now I don't even got to fucking deal with you. I don't got to talk to you. You don't got to fucking hit me up mad time. Nah, now I just send my shit to StockX and StockX to deal with you.
Then back then, right? I remember I used to do this with some people. Like we used to go, for like Flight Club, but like these take $100 off. You know, Flight Club was like the ripple.
And that's what it was. Before there was a StockX, people were just using Flight Club.
Flight Club. You use Flight Club, you just take $100 off.
But you know what Flight Club did? They went and partnered with GOAT.
Oh shit!
And you know what's another? You know what's another thing?
Authenticators. What are the qualifications of being an authenticator at StockX?
There ain't no qualifications.
Because I don't think none of them niggas.
That's a self-proclaimed
and that's how
title,
niggas is getting fake shoes, Zaya.
That's a
how
self-proclaimed
niggas
title.
is getting fake shoes because it ain't no qualifications to be an authenticator at StockX. That's how niggas is getting fake shoes. That's another reason I don't rock with StockX.
Bro, that's how Nike
they letting fakes go through.
But listen, you gotta understand, bro. Listen, there ain't no qualifications for nobody. So the thing is that while you focused in on StockX, bro, your local Nike outlets doing the same thing.
Yeah.
If you don't get it from the brand on release day, bro, you taking a chance, bro.
Yo,
it's
but
gonna be totally based on trust after that.
In the words of Alter Ego, he be saying that they can authenticate at customs.
Authenticate customs?
No, at customs. Like, you know, he say work at customs.
Oh, in customs?
Yeah.
I read an article about
again. It's based on experience. They go based on experience of what they've seen.
Look, you're from Chicago for Chicago. But if authentication doesn't pass, you got to eat the fee. StockX charges, bro. If you selling, buying, they still charging, and you got a chance of getting fakes. Even man, come on, Zay.
I want to say this.
These shoes go by and niggas is paying real prices. That's why I'm like, all right, bro. StockX, y'all niggas weak, bro. Like real talk.
So I want to say this. Right. So since we like praising these UAs and these UAs look good up to par and everything. So
not all of us.
I'm not saying that, but I'm just saying like you know this is what this conversation is though. But I'm saying in general, right? People up here praising UAs saying they look up to par and everything. So we can't get mad at people trying to fake it to make it up here on YouTube then.
Oh, say that
again. Possession right now.
What do you consider fake it to make it?
And get bread off of
you know how people just show every sneaker, like, yo, I got this, I got that, I got this, I got that. I got these off-whites, I got the Travis Scott.
And now you have to announce if it's a UA or a retail pair, because if you fuck that shit up and motherfuckers start noticing shit while you doing your reviews.
Why should I care that if it's a UA or not? I say like, oh, these UAs is looking good. You get what I'm saying?
On Zaya's channel, Zaya said he doesn't even care anymore.
Listen, honestly, for me as a content creator, I still believe that there is choice. That you have to allow people to make the choice that they want to. I'm also from an era where they'll blow your motherfucking head off if you fuck with somebody money. So I make the decision to tell people, yo, this is what I bought. It's a UA, or this is what I bought. I bought it from retail. I got it from StockX, whatever the case may be. I say it so that people have choice. They can look at it and say, oh shit, okay. They could even look at it and say, you know what, Zaya in here talking about UAs. You know what? I'm gonna dip and I'll come back when Zaya talking about authentic. I'm giving you the choice. I'm not just taking that choice away from you. But don't get it twisted. Salutes to everybody. But I don't give a flying fuck what y'all think about what I put on my feet.
And on the
I'm a grown ass man. Ain't no that, bruh. I'm doing me. I'm doing me. When I walk out that fucking door, bruh, let me tell you something. I could walk out that motherfucker barefoot and I'm still confident.
Isaiah, on the real, bro, like you giving them a choice. I think the choice is better to stay and hear about this US because you educating these people too.
Of course, 100. And that's another thing that's the part of the transparency in me. Like I want you to see, I want you to know.
Yeah.
But yeah, I don't when the live stream end and bruh, I be walking around or I be out into my chunkies, bruh. Let me tell you something, bruh. Ain't nobody out there with this like this, doing like this, bruh.
Exactly.
That's a myth, bruh. That's a myth. This right here, this only exists on YouTube, bruh. This don't exist in the real world, bruh.
Let me say something real quick. And my bad, D Blake. So real quick. Real quick, salute to DreJunglez for letting me get on. I just wanted to, because I was driving and I couldn't jump in when I could. I heard.
Don't cast all the ticket, man.
No. I'm home now, bro. I wanted to say something about Marciano real quick, man, and what was going on with him, and I'm just catching up, and I'm up to speed now, and I'm just gonna make a brief statement, man. If you ain't buying from Marciano, or if you ain't buying from him, or he not causing you to miss out on shoes, what the fuck business is it of yours?
Exactly.
Fucking pocket watching people, bro. Let my man get his hustle on. If you ain't buying from him, he ain't scam you. Mind your fucking business, bro. Let my man get his hustle on.
Yeah.
And I can see where people coming from talking about, oh, but he ain't tell us he making money. I'm saying, but you don't tell me what the fuck you make at your job.
Exactly.
When you came in on Friday to say what up and joined the live, why you ain't tell me what you got paid, bro?
No,
You ain't trying to tell me what you got on your check? You got it.
I say this, Chill Town, because I get you. I respect that. I don't like the pocket watch either. But you can't say that, Chill Town, when the person we saying that the pocket watch and a lot of other people in general have pocket watch other resellers.
Yeah.
They're pocket watching the niggas that's
I'm about
making the
to say,
thousands of dollars.
I get pocket watched every time I sell a sneaker on the weekends. I go out
I'm cool. Like I don't like checking a nigga's pocket. I fuck with that movement. But we can't say, hey, don't look under a microscope on Marciano or even like a troll or anybody.
Yeah, but tell me, what if you looking under the microscope, but bruh, if you ain't gonna buy, then what's in your fucking business?
But that's
the only person that Marciano owes an explanation to is the person he doing business
and
with.
I respect that again. But once again, Zaya, if that's the case, then why are we supporting troll? Isn't troll not buying shit? Why does it matter? But Troll's not buying from 2J's, but we not saying why mind your fucking business of that. We all for
I
it.
ain't bought from the honestly, in my opinion, and real quick, deep, like I see you, man. I never bought from 2J's. I can give a fuck what he does. What he doing ain't stopping me from getting my shit.
Exactly. I get you on that. I'm just saying though, Chill. We gonna preach one thing, like we say, like you good because you're not doing it. But we can't say like, don't watch what this man's doing, but this man watching.
Tony, could I be honest?
Listen. I ain't saying don't watch. Go.
I don't think nobody really give a fuck about the price. What people give a fuck about is the controlling of the content, bro. Okay, I may not ever buy nothing from Marciano, but if I tell Skinny that look what Marciano doing. That motherfucker ain't telling nobody nothing, bro. Then Skinny might say, oh shit, there's something here. Let me pursue this. The same goes for me. They do it to me all the time. They do it to Skinny. They do it to the content creators. It's not the content creators' fault. You know what I'm saying? And you know what? The people in the audience, I don't even think it's their fault anymore, bro. Motherfuckers want to see content. But in all honesty, the majority of the people complaining didn't have no plans on doing no fucking business with Marciano to begin with.
That's why that's where my problem was with No Limit. I felt like he threw in a little bit of gasoline with no intentions. That's why I went off on him.
Now I could see where he's saying that he wanted to support and he was gonna fuck with his salutes. And you know what? That's appreciated.
Yeah, he got sticker shot.
I'm not hating that No Limit ran and told Skinny and stuff like that. Look, bruh, No Limit, that's where he from, bruh. That's his people over there. Why wouldn't he go over there and tell one of the bigger content creators around here that, yo, look what's going on over here, yo. You know, he's saying this. He said this on your show, but look at what he charging me. Bro, it's just how the content flows, man. You just got to take it for what it's worth, man. It's all based on who you trust. If you trust me or you trust Marciano, then bang, conduct your business. Wait till we do you dirty. Wait till we do you dirty before you just cut people off.
Yo, let D Blake say his piece, man. I want to hear what he got to say, man.
Yeah, I just wanted to. What DS said something about faking it till you make it. Like, dog, I think if you get caught up here with a fucking fake shoe that you claim is real, you're still gonna get the same energy, dog. It's not gonna change. I don't know what you meant by that. You know what I mean? Just because everybody's buying you away doesn't mean it's okay to fucking show it.
What I meant by that, D Blake, is that like y'all up here, like, you know, I'm not trying to bash anybody, but y'all up here like praising the UAs and they look, you know, really, really good these days. So are we gonna bash people on YouTube if they kind of fake it till they make it buying these UAs?
No, I mean, yeah, if they're out here trying to fake like they're real, fuck yeah, you're still gonna get that same energy, dog. I mean,
that's what I was saying. You getting cooked.
Yeah.
You get caught out there, you getting cooked. And I said it earlier. If I see you on the street, I'm the type of dude. If your shoe look funny to me, I might say something to you. I'm like, yo, I got the same pair. My shit don't look like that. That energy like that. We can get it. We can get bubbling and shit. Fuck it.
Yo,
if your
but
shit look fake. Same way, bro.
I kind of want to say something.
I'm with it, bro. I'm with it.
Yeah. But I wanted to say, can we all agree that these UAs and StockX and Go as real sneakerheads, right? Like people who've been in it for a while, we kind of mess up the hunt of the sneakers. Like Chill Time, you always on the hunt.
I love that.
Yeah. Like, is somebody really? Can somebody really be call themselves a sneakerhead if they got UAs?
No, to me, no. You can't.
Yeah, I think if you got a fake shoe,
but listen,
I don't really look at you like that. We not the same.
But listen though, if they miss out on a shoe on Saturday and they make a choice to go across the water to get a shoe, how the fuck does that not make them a sneakerhead if they was going for the shoe in the first place?
Yeah, they wanted the shoe because you gotta. If you got
because they shoe not real.
But no. I believe if you have a pair of shoes,
but all sneakers, that's crazy.
I'll tell you this. Enough of a sneakerhead to go across the water and get that shoe. You know what I mean?
I'll tell you this.
Can I say this?
I'll tell you this, bro. I came in this shit doing UAs, right?
Yeah.
You couldn't, nigga. I was a sneakerhead back then. I don't give a fuck. Like I love the shoes, even though I was buying the fakes. Like you couldn't tell me I wasn't no sneakerhead back then, and I probably would know more about the shoes than the typical person that was a sneakerhead back when I was buying all the fake shit. Even though I don't think that being a sneakerhead has anything to do with what you possess. It's about what you know, because you got to know a lot about this shit. Like at the end of the day, you can.
That's always been my. That's always been my. You don't have to have one shoe to be a sneakerhead. I think it's the knowledge of shoes that makes you a sneakerhead.
But my thing is this is like it's taking away my full fat cat. It's taking away of the hunt. You know what I mean? It's taking away from the hunt, and the hunt was the fun part back in the day.
But Chill down here every weekend hunting shoes, though.
That's what
I'm saying. Listen. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm a fucking hunter, okay? And when you a hunter, you don't let nobody get in the way of what you trying to track down.
Yeah.
Whatever that is. If I'm going for a shoe and there's somebody out there, I know somebody that's trying to get that shoe faster than me. My goal is to get that shoe before the other person does.
Yo, you got some
fucking mean.
Yo, that's some crazy shit.
Can I say something real quick, Al?
Yeah.
I just want to say, like, part of being a sneakerhead, yeah, you know what you know the history, you know it all. But also part of it is building relationships with people at stores. The hunt, the thrill of knowing that when you put these on, later on, if I want to get rid of them, I can get rid of them and still make something back from it.
And Dan D made a very good point about that today.
Back from that, like,
if you
what is it? Because you got this shoe on
you're in it for the money, though. See, that's the problem.
Exactly.
It's not just about money.
Is it an investment? Is it like stock?
I didn't say just money.
I don't see it. But you know what I mean? Like, I do see it that way, but I don't. You know, there is shoes that I probably will never sell. I don't care what it's worth. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
And there's shoes that I will sell because I want to make some money. But when I buy shoes, not always am I looking for the flip. You know, I'm actually looking for the shoe that I actually want to keep and wear it. You know what I mean?
So D-Blake, I want to ask Sands a question.
You're only picking one thing out of my
kids. I want to ask you a question, bro. So you said you've been buying this since you was 14, right? You've been seeing it since you was 14, right? So when you was 14 years old, was you thinking about the money or were you thinking about the shoe?
I was thinking about the shoe, but at that time I didn't have a lot of money. So what I would do is I would buy one shoe that I thought was fire, and because I didn't have a lot of money, I would go on like Soul Collector and these forums back then, sell it, and obtain another shoe that I thought was fire because I didn't have a lot of money. So I was going back and forth, flipping because I didn't have the money to just sit there and keep buying and buying and buying.
I see that part of it, but at the same time, as soon as you mention something with value, to me, it means that you're in it for the money. That's what I'm trying to get at.
Can I say one thing?
It did evolve too. My fact. Yo, Fat Cat tried to
I think with these lives that sometimes there should be some sort of order where people could talk one at a time or something, because this should just be wild. Like, I mean, even Zay's live and shit. And nothing bad, Dre. It's just that sometimes people can't make points, or you know, they get lost and then you overtalk someone. It's like, I don't want to be the loudest motherfucker here out of respect for everyone else and stuff. But then my point gets lost 20 minutes ago. I was just trying to say that I said that 15, 20 minutes ago that that's why being a sneakerhead is open for interpretation in its actual definition. Sands, you might be in it for the money. Me, I only have one sneaker out of 300 plus, right? That's not my size. Why? Because I made the mistake and brought the shit from Sneakers app, and it's in women's size 11, not men's size 11. Everything else is that way. Do I see my sneakers as value? No. Do I go on these reseller platforms and look at the value? No. But then Sands might do that because he's looking at a quick flip. I can't, and that's why I say, like, I gotta be.
Y'all only picking one thing from what I said instead of everything that I said.
But Sands, your perspective has been said by a multitude of people throughout different lives where they share similar value, where they think of that. Like, I'm just saying, you could be on that one part, and that's cool. But what I'm just trying to say is that everyone's definition is different. I can't say, and I'm being as objective as possible, and I feel like we always gotta like proclaim this shit, that someone can still buy replicas and be a sneakerhead. We can't tell them that they can't. Now, if you don't respect them for that, then that's you and that's your respect. And if they value your respect, cool. If they don't, then fuck it. But why do we care? Like, I can't say, oh, Zay got 5 SBs that's hyped up. He not a sneakerhead. When he could tell me everything about SBs, I don't fucking know. He's pulling out pairs from 2010. I'm like, oh shit, the fuck is that? And then I'm going to go look it up. So I can't say he's not a sneakerhead because his collection is quote unquote tainted. That's not right. Like, we can't look at it that way.
Just because you're not in the NBA, just because you're not in the NBA, don't mean you're not a basketball player. Just because you don't be in the MLB, don't mean you ain't a baseball player. Like, you don't have to have a certain statue to still be called that. You know what I'm saying? You don't have to be under a record label to be a rapper. I can go rap right now. Like, that's how I look at it.
Real quick, Tony.
Yeah, no, a question was asked.
Hold on one second, Sands. Just want to say something real quick. This is Dre's show. Dre ain't said nothing in a minute. Dre, the floor is yours, bro.
I was gonna piggyback off of what D Blake was saying. Like, for instance, right, Chilltown. I can use you as an example, right? You have a lot of shoes. I can tell by your background, by the sneaker battles you've been in, and everything, right? One day you're gonna get to that point and be like, you know what? You know what I'm saying? I might be able to pick it up. You know what I'm saying? I feel like you being real as you are and buying all your shit legit and everything, it's like a reward for yourself by letting the shoes go. You know what I'm saying? Even if it's not for a retail price, you know what I'm saying? Even if it's for $100, you could sell each one of them motherfuckers for $100 each, you know what I'm saying? Because as much as you got, you still get a get back from that, you know what I'm saying? Wouldn't you appreciate that more than to be collecting like how the shoes you have? But imagine if they were all UAs and now you gotta get rid of them, you know what I'm saying? And there's no get back from that investment because you could spend $100 on each of those shoes and they could be UAs, and then you turn around like, damn, I spent $15,000 on UAs and I can't get nothing back from that.
No return on investment.
Like, I'm talking about a longevity process of it.
Thank you, Dre. That's all I was saying on that last.
I hope that you wear your UAs and you don't bronze them or frame them. Like, I hope you're wearing your UAs. I hope you're not putting them in the library and you got a ladder to get to them. I hope it's not the case, but you can do what you want.
Oh, go ahead,
Go ahead, D Blake.
Man,
I
that's crazy,
think
bro.
that's all up for interpretation. Though.
I think
mean,
it's just certain people in the sneaker thing. We purists. We like the authentics. We like going to the mall. We like to hunt. So it's certain people that are purists to this, and then it's certain people that are just like whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm a
But
purist myself. I need all my stuff authentic. I need receipts, all of that.
They get the shoe to wear it. You know, people that are looking at investment, they get the shoe to look at it and put it in a wall. You know what I mean? That's not the same to me. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah.
I'm sorry. You know what I mean? The real sneakerhead's gonna buy
Oh
whatever
yeah, I
shoe.
think we all got certain shoes that we don't plan on wearing. We just got them to look at.
You know, and
I all got shoes like that. Everybody on this panel got a shoe that they like. I don't know when I'm gonna wear this or if I'm ever gonna wear it, but I like it. I got it. It might be a grail. You know what I'm saying? Chill Town, Trophy Room 1.
Yes,
I got the Trophy Room 17. I don't know when I'm gonna wear it, but that's a beautiful shoe. Hey man, it's in the collection. I need that.
But it's also up to you. It's not up to nobody else.
Exactly.
Nobody else's interpretation matters to your shoes but you.
Yeah. You know, I think most of us got into the whole like buying for a flip, got into it to make some money to be able to buy the next pair of shoes. You know what I mean? Like I said, I got pairs.
I never looked at it like that. I never got a shoe and said I'm gonna sell this.
Now, I was about to say,
honestly,
from
me neither.
a YouTube standpoint, are UAs allowed in sneaker battles?
Oh no, we already established that. No.
You have to.
No, they not allowed, bro. Hey, bro, I done battled so many niggas, and I'll be like, bro, I think that's the.
Oh,
yeah. He got clapped.
It's tough.
Damn. The UA Feds got him. The UA Feds got him.
Who put 50 on him? That was Zaya. They put 50 on him.
I
Honestly,
ain't put 50. I'm just trying to say something.
Yo, but it was so funny the way you raised your hand after I said that.
All I'm gonna say is that all right, UAs ain't allowed in battles, right? Is that what we come to the conclusion?
I would say it depends on
are UAs allowed in battles?
UAs ain't allowed in battles, Trey?
It's up to the host.
Yeah.
It should be up to the host. If the host lets it fly, then you can't. Then you don't like it, then get out. Yeah.
So with that being said, in the event that you want me to battle, I need to see the receipts for your sneakers. Every time you bring up a sneaker, I need to see the receipt where you got
Hey
it.
man, look at I pulled out receipts, bro. I pulled out my receipts.
Everything though, everything. Yeah, and I'm not saying just you. I'm just saying if you're gonna start saying UAs is not allowed in battles, no, that's the craziest thing. All right, cool. Well, then show me the proof that you got your shit from the retailer. Because I'm telling you right now that people out here fronting. Not everybody getting their shit from the retailer.
No, StockX
outside the retailer. StockX, go all that shit, bro. You don't know where that shoe came from.
That shit
you can front like you do, but you don't.
Right.
When you
That's
get
why I
it
just
from
tell people
Nike,
where I bought
you
it
know
from.
where it came from. So cool. If it's like that, then cool. Show me the receipt for your shoes. Then every time, if that's how you're gonna structure battles, then make people pull out their receipts. And I bet
receipts
you
only battles.
The majority
Receipts
of
only
people
battles.
don't have receipts.
Like
Bruh, in Indiana and Colorado, we don't got stores like that, so it's all goat and stock.
Next time made Higgins save their receipts.
I'm with
now.
Your receipt, nah, listen, you should have been saving your receipt.
Put
your receipt in the box. That's it. When you open the box, I don't even want to see the tissue paper first. The receipt should be the first thing on top. Bang! Look at my receipt. I got it on this day from Foot Locker. Yada yada yada.
I threw out all that shit. So I can start wearing my
Zaya, wait. You can't say that, Zaya, because niggas like me, Chilltown, probably even Tony, everybody up here, we probably got shoes from 04, 05, 06 before we even started collecting receipts. I didn't start like
that's cool. Listen, that's cool.
Making sure my receipts was cool till like 2010.
I'm
just
saying,
2010 came and I said I'm starting to keep all my receipts.
I'm in a battle. You said there's no UAs, so I'm telling you that you can't use any of the shoes that you don't got receipts for. And let's just keep it all the way on.
I like that. I like that.
Wait. Yeah.
I like that approach because it evens the playing field.
Evens the playing field. That's all I'm saying.
And I'm gonna tell you why. Because if you don't want the person pulling out some fucking universal hype shoe from off the fucking planet without a receipt, then he got every right to say, you know what? I don't want you pulling out some shit that you ain't got no receipt for.
Exactly.
I'm with it.
But if you throw out all the boxes and everything because you know you're going to wear it.
They make, this someone said before, like on a YouTube channel or live or something like that. They make
Zaya just said
UA
that.
receipts.
Yeah.
No, they make UA receipts.
I
Right?
can't even really.
There was a dude named Rep Mafia. He's on
Yeah.
YouTube as well. He said that.
They be making that.
Yeah.
Right,
he said the
They've
same
been making
thing.
that shit for years, bro.
so then then what you saying to
the
go out
Yeezy
the window?
750, the Yeezy 750, that first one, that gray one with the white bottom, they had a fucking receipt to South DeKalb Mall in Atlanta. You had a receipt. It came with a receipt. That shit was way back.
What you saying is go out the window,
It's either all bets is off, or you got to have more fucking rules.
All right, it's gonna be like this. Niggas gonna have to record themselves buying their shoes. That's what we just got.
I'm not being
See, I
funny.
threw out all my boxes because I was
Bro,
going
I
to
ain't
wear
gonna
them.
lie. I used to do that on IG, bro. I used to record
I'm not
myself
being,
buying
we
my
want to
shoes.
record ourselves then. That's
I'm
why
not
wearing
being
my
funny.
shoes. I
I'm
don't
not being
care what-
funny, but for the past couple, I mean, for year two, them soul play videos, like any shoe you ever question, you can go see me going and picking it up at the motherfucking store. Like,
I'll be watching.
I don't do that because I'm worried. I'm just saying though, like people be like, "Oh, he got early fakes." Well, motherfucker, did you see where I picked it up? The video right there.
Yeah.
Like, you know, that's why I
My
be
thing
laughing.
is, I bought this shoe so I could wear them, and I threw out all the boxes and everything so I could wear them. So I'm not even going to be tempted to resell after I sold a lot of my collection. So I'm just going to wear them. So if I have to get bounced out of secret battles, and so be it. I'm just going to wear my shoes and keep talking sneakers. So it is what it is. Like, I mean, like I said, I don't intentionally purchase fakes, but I agree with you that if you get from StockX and GOAT, you're never going to know 100%. Like it could be 99.9. It can't be 100. I totally agree with
record
that.
ourselves getting these shoes, then, man. That's the case. Yeah.
Oh, I'm not worried about that.
I'm not recording.
Hey, I'm out of here. That's what I said, bro. I'm out of the sneaker game, bro.
If this fake receipt,
crazy.
You might as well just record yourself getting the shoe.
I ain't got to record shit.
Exactly. This is
I ain't
where
got to
it gets.
record shit.
That's where it gets.
There's a
murky.
big problem that's going on with UAs, and that
Who dropped out?
I talked to Zaya about at the end of the day, and it's like
Fans.
I'm gonna throw a little bit of it out, and I think I'm gonna dive into it more. But unfortunately, this is how it is. It's gonna make some more people mad. People want the hype.
Yeah.
People want the hype, but they don't want to pay for the hype. And what I mean by that is, at the end of the day, they buying UAs because the shoe is hype. Not all because they want it. You take that. If that was the case, remember when everything was sitting? Why didn't the motherfuckers buy UAs then?
Yep.
They buy it.
Wait.
Yeah. What?
My bad. Flag on the plate. There's a specific person who in a battle pulled out a fucking replica Donovan Mitchell Adidas sneaker. I just want to point that out there. So I don't think
Donovan Mitchell Adidas? Are you kidding me?
I'm not saying no names. I just say it was in a battle. And that person buys a lot of reps. So that's where I think I agree with you that it's for the hype, which is the point of
Donovan Mitchell, the one
that's the biggest compliment you ever gave Donovan Mitchell. People repping his shoe, bro.
Time out. Donovan Mitchell from the Jazz.
Yes.
Yo. On the real, I'm not trying to be cocky. I could have got a pair for my cousin.
That I'll just say that battle was a UA battle. That's all I'm gonna say.
Wait,
it was hosted as a UA battle.
Let's put it this way.
It was GA.
Let's put it this way. Everybody who sits up on Twitter every Saturday crying that they missed out on the dunk release was not there crying or showing got them 5 years ago when they were dropping dunks and they were sitting on the website. So look, if you want to, like, the thing is, it's cool that you do that, but my thing is if you end up eliminating the resale market, then the values on everything goes. Are you going to even go buy the shoes then? Because they're not going to be popping, they're not going to be hyped up because everybody can go and get them and go buy them as they please. Will those shoes then get bought, or are those shoes just going to sit?
Tony's right, because that's Nike's brand strategy. They don't want to release 10 million pairs. They'd rather release 4 hype shoes in a week with 200,000 pairs versus just putting out 1 million of one. Like they want the hype. They want Adidas stomped into the ground to where no one's talking about Adidas anymore. That is Nike's brand strategy. It's exclusivity, even though they're pimping out a whole bunch of shoes. We had Dunks this week. We had the carpet companies. We had UNC ones last week. Like back in our day, that what we talk about, people went to school in the cool gray 11s. Now these young kids are lucky to cop the mids or the lows because they ain't hitting on anything.
Let me say something real quick. For those who got something to say about GA pulling out his shoes in a battle, I guarantee you that if you challenge GA to a battle with his shoes, whether it's UA or not, versus yours, you'd probably lose. you'd probably lose.
Heck no.
Okay.
I battle GA.
Okay.
Hey man,
You think so? You think so?
I
You think
smoke
so?
GA.
I'm talking to a content creator.
I think I smoke GA.
I talked to a content creator that called me today and saw the live, and they wanted to follow up. I told him, like, you know, you can hop on it later, but he said a good point to me. He said, you know, the people that are talking about fuck the resale, fuck the market, fuck the hype shit and all that are only playing into it when they go and buy the UA version of it.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, if you a person that buy UAs and you walking down the street and the kid sees the trophy room, they don't know they're UAs, so they might go in that. You're making them want to spend their money even more now. So it's like we can take, man, this shit can go in any direction, bro. But overall, it's like, bro, at the end of the day, is it that you really want the shoe, or you just like the shit that you like the value it has, and that the fact you can get something close to it? If you still gonna buy the shoe, if like I said, at the end of the day, when shit was sitting, you wasn't seeing that shit go on. People crying about dunks, but like I said 3 years ago, shit was
the shit, man.
Motherfuckers wasn't crying. Motherfuckers wasn't picking them up.
Well, we always talk about the hunt on this channel, right? But like a hunt involves like a possibility of you not killing that animal. So like exclusivity has to be a part of the sneaker pickup. Because if any wild animal is just so easy to kill, you could have no skills, no weapon, and you could just go out there and kill it. That's not a hunt. A hunt involves a chance where you're like, I struck out, I didn't get it. Chilltown's the only person I still know who got exclusive access on the trophy rooms. No one else can even Photoshop that shit. So that's what I'm saying. Like, there's no Tony D2 Wild or Bull if everyone had the Union ones.
But Dub, let's put it that way. You said, and it's not towards you because everybody agrees that they love the hunt. So isn't buying UAs defeating that hunt's purpose?
I feel like buying.
I'm tired of the hunt. This is what it is.
Tired of it.
The hunt is this. The hunt is the cat that's strayed going to get his food. The UA is like it's a domestic cat that just fat as fuck eating food because you putting the dinner in front of it. You don't have to go do any type
UA
of
is giving up on the hunt. UA is giving up on the hunt. I'm tired of.
What if you get tired of hunting?
Yeah,
what if you get tired of hunting?
Tired of shooting and
well,
missing.
I mean, that's fine then. I mean, that's fine. I'm just saying.
It's time. If you get tired of hunting, bro, it's time for you to lead a sneaker game. That's how I feel.
Pretty much.
I agree.
That's not good. I'm
bugging.
I'm tired of the hunt.
I'm tired, bro. I'm retiring. This is my last year.
Nobody ever truly gets out, bro.
You're a secret.
Look here, I'm gonna be 60 years old on this Flex app, bro. I'm not gonna be 60 years old.
When you sell all your sneakers and start wearing Craig Daddy slippers, I'll believe you.
No, I'm not gonna sell none of my shoes, but I'm not buying no more. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got like 16 more pairs to get, and I'm done. I don't never have to buy another pair.
16 gonna turn to 26.
I know.
No, bro, it's been 16 since January 1st, bro. I'm getting 16 more pair of shoes, and I'm done. I don't ever have to buy another pair of shoes in my life.
I said that too, and then I went and bought the carpet companies.
I ain't gonna lie though.
It lasted like a week. Like,
I ain't gonna lie though.
I'm out of there, bro.
I'm looking forward. I'm looking forward to seeing how this shit plays out. And I'm just learning as myself that I can't save people. I can't save the world, and people gonna do what they want to do. And so it's like it is what it is. And I'm not trying to save you from buying UAs. Like, cool, buy UAs. I'm just saying, pay attention, because when you buy UAs and you getting what you want, there's also something else going on the other side that you probably ain't paying attention to. And that was what I mentioned earlier with the whole resellers, the UAs being sold through stock. Like, it's just something. It's a lot of shit going on behind the scenes that we're not really paying attention to, but. At the end of the story, it really don't affect me. Really, I don't have to do nothing. But I feel like as a content creator, to provide content, to provide information, that's why I do these lives. That's why I hop on these lives. That's why I'm pretty sure Dre do his lives and Chilltown and everybody. We kind of wanted, it's like a service to something that we like. So, you know, it is.
We give up some game, and if you don't apply it, then you just face the consequences. Man.
Yeah, I don't believe none of y'all niggas finna be 50 and 60 still buying shoes. I don't believe it.
I think Trey
J. Wesley just battled the other night that battled OG Kicks and my boy Nate, and he's 47. He
Nate up there, bro. Nate up there.
Nate got more heat than damn near anybody I've ever met.
Yeah, he got some shit.
I'm getting out while I can, bro.
We closing
But
in. We
Dre,
got
that's why you.
Wait,
my
Dre
bad.
popped at 67?
No, Dre, my bad.
No, go ahead, go ahead, because I
Yeah,
was getting ready to wrap things up. We already passed the 2 hour and 10 mark. But go ahead if anybody got any final last words.
The
I was just gonna say, I was just gonna say to you, Trey. Then you got to look at again what's someone's reason for getting into sneakers. Maybe they fell in love with the hunt more than actual sneaker. Maybe for you, you just want OGs and then you're done after you get the set complete. It's a different dynamic range for everyone. So we can't, I can say whatever I want.
Yeah,
but
you're right. You're right.
just
Because
as
I got into shoes because of my pops, bro. I got into school
there
shoes
you
because
go.
I love seeing my pops in these J's, and that's kind of why I don't really rock with no other brand because he never wore any other brand. I got into him because I was like, bro, I want to be like my daddy, bro. My daddy used to wear J's, and bro, I grew up on J's. Now my son is 5. It's time for he might not be in the shoes when he get older to know what he wearing. So. He don't right now. I'm 31, bro. If my son don't care about it, I don't care about it, and he don't care about shoes. I bought that nigga the little Travis Scott 6s. He jumped in a puddle 10 seconds after he got them on. So I don't care. It's time for me to get out.
All right, appreciate y'all. Hey man, I appreciate y'all for all stopping by, man. We had a good topic today that I'm pretty sure is going to be talked about even more because everybody's sick of it on both sides. And at the end of the day, everybody is sneaker lovers. They love shoes, and we're just trying to figure out the best way to make it all come together. To whereas this person ain't getting hit over the head with it, and this person not getting clowned for making that purchase. So what I mean. At the end of the day, appreciate y'all for stopping by, man. I mean, that's what it is. Appreciate y'all, Zaya, Chilltown, DS, Trey J, Tony, Greedy, Dub P, man. Look, man, appreciate y'all, man. I'm out of here, bro. Salutes to y'all.
Peace.
Peace.